What's up, Stokers? I'm coming to you live from JT's mom's house. Before I get into the ads, I want to let you guys know that this Friday, August 20th, we will be at the Brea Improv. Brea is in North Orange County near Anaheim. So if you're in the Orange County area, SoCal area, LA area, check out the show, BreaImprov.com. We're doing a show at 7:30 p.m. and it's going to be me, JT, Strider, Joe, Audrey Stewart, Amy Silverberg, the Four Horsemen of the Chillpocalypse. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now. If you're in the SoCal area, check us out at the Brea Improv. And then we are, of course, brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeved, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean. Because the fantasy football draft season is upon us, it's time to put the PP back in PPR League. With the sponsors of today's show, Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming, just launched the new Performance Package 4.0. Do not neglect your balls like the Packers front office has been neglecting Aaron Rodgers. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for kickoff by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP. This will help you tame that Troy Polamalu in your pants. And that's talking about your dick. We're also brought to you by the legends at Rumple. Rumple, thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast. Big legend shout outs. Yeah. And let's give a shout out to Rumple, our new favorite blankets. They're made to go anywhere you go. Rumple's original puffy blanket is made sustainably with the same quality materials as your favorite puffy jackets. Whether you're hitting the beach or camping in the mountains, Rumple has you covered literally. They've got cool designs and packable products for that on-the-go lifestyle. Get yours at rumple.com and enter code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. That's rumple.com, RUMPL, with code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. We are also brought to you by Helix Beer Bongs and our merch. Check out our merch at shopcgd.com. You can get fresh t-shirts, beer bongs, whatever you want. Check it out. Now let's start the show for episode 200. Oh, mama.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Welcome to Atlanta, where the play is play, where we ride on the things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters rolling, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Coming to you live from episode 200 to Deuce. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers. What a journey.
And we are here with the regal master of romance. Damn, I couldn't think. I think that's okay.
No, that was
that was okay.
Nice.
Dude, thanks for the support.
Nice
I appreciate
word.
the support. Yeah. Strider Wilson coming in hot.
Thank you so much. That's freaking legit. Honored to be here. I remember the 100th ep, dude.
Yeah.
ATC, you guys were the Legends of the Week. My Legends of the Week that week, dude.
Dude, thank you.
Freaking beasts, dude. 100 more eps.
We're missing someone too. Joe was supposed to be here, but his roommate popped for COVID. Joe said he was still willing to do the podcast, but I was not okay with it. And he's pissed.
What did he say to you?
Well, I called him last night, and he was like, yeah, you know, Matt's got it. He's barely got it. He's just congested. He's playing video games. I'm like, oh, that's good. I'm glad. And he's like, I'm fine. And I was like, dude, you know, I think it's probably just best if you don't come in. Just why risk it? He's like, it's 200. And I was like, I love the enthusiasm, but you'll just do the next couple. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, we can't live in fear. And I was like, I'm not living in fear.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's. And then he texted me today and said, I'm negative, by the way. I said, that's great. And he said, yeah, that is great.
Well, Joe, you're sorely missed.
Yeah, you're missed, Joe. We'll get you on the next one, brother. I love
He's
you.
a beast. He'll be here for 300, baby.
Oh, yeah, and I can feel his hog energy from here. I always feel it with me. Sort of like, you know, when people look to God or something for help or for solace, you know, whenever they're going through something, I always look to Joe's dong. And that sort of just, if something like that exists, then you know there's a God in my mind.
Yeah, and you don't have to look far because it can get to you.
Yeah.
Like that thing in War of the Worlds when Tom Cruise is hiding in the basement. I think it's Tim. Who's that? Tim Robbins.
Yeah, he's
basement.
losing it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like Joe's hog. It can just find you.
Yeah.
Hog and God, same number of letters.
Yeah. Well, and you know,
Good
in
call.
dude, good call. And you know, in a hostage situation, when they have like the little cameras that come in through the vents, like the, Joe's dong always does that to me. Especially when I'm sleeping, I'll be like woken up, you know, like, is there a ghost? And it's just, I'll see his bell end, you know, just sort of staring at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, how did you make it all the way to Culver City? That's like 8 miles.
It's kind of like in Braveheart, where he's like, "You're only doing this because you think she's watching you." Talking to William Wallace about his deceased wife, and he goes, "I know she's watching me, and your father's watching you too, because Gleason lost his dad."
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's like Joe. Like anytime I act nobly, it's because I think Joe's dick is watching me.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good, Stokers, if you ever are in a conundrum where you're sort of questioning the right move to make, and you need to decide something that really sort of gives that shows your character, think of Joe's dong and you'll make the right move.
Mm-hmm.
That might be what WWJD is. What would Joe's dong do?
JDD.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a, what is that?
Acronym?
Acronym.
Nice.
Sick. Acronyms are tight.
Yeah, acronyms are legit.
They're super smart to use, like in front of people's dads
Mm-hmm.
or in interviews.
Mm.
You know, be like, yeah, dude, I'm just fired up on like POE, power of engines or something like that. If you're talking cars, I don't know if that's
Sick.
real.
Is
It's
that a
kinda-
real one?
No, it's not. Or like, you know,
Yeah.
I like get fired up on IPAs,
Yeah.
which are just beers. But if you say that instead of just like, hey, can I get a beer?
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
IPO,
Yeah, IPO.
ESPN.
Yeah, exactly.
I use POE a lot because I love cars, but I'm around people who are car fanatics a lot. But I just I don't know anything about cars, you know. So if they're like, yeah, the 64 Chargers, just, and I'm like, yeah, dude, the POE on that. And they ask me, what does that stand for? I'm like, power of engine.
It's
and
great.
they're like,
yeah.
oh, so you know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart to make up your own.
If you're shopping for a
Acronym?
car too,
Yeah.
hey, what's the POE on this?
Yeah, make one
They'll
up.
lower the price.
Throw the salesman off his game. He'd be like, oh, he's never heard of that. And he'll go, is that a thing? And you go, yeah, it is. It is a thing.
That's a good power move.
Yeah, you just have to.
You get that look too.
You know.
And then he would be like, "Power is probably easier to say," and then you say, "Yeah, but it's not an acronym."
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not. It may be easier, but it's not as powerful.
Well, you know POD, the band?
Of course.
You know what that stands for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Power of death.
Power of Dong.
Wow.
It's an homage to Joe.
That's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah. Joe was just, I think he was around 10 years old when they first formed, but
Probably.
they knew.
Mhm.
They're from this neck of the woods too. They're
No.
SoCal dudes.
They went to my high school.
Whoa, for real?
Really?
Did you know them?
No. They were a couple years ahead of me, I think.
Right. You were the youth of the nation that they were talking about.
Exactly.
You are the youth of the nation.
That's one of the
Yeah.
best. That song is so damn stoke-inducing. If anything comes on, or I imagine
Blue
whenever
Crush.
yeah, it's the best, dude. That freaking.
She's surfing those. She's getting towed into those huge waves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so freaking sick, dude.
Dude, Make It Rain by Lil Wayne and Fat Joe, I believe. I was playing that today. I make it rain, I make it rain, make it rain on them hoes, I make it rain. Yeah.
I don't know that one. That's a good song though.
It's really good. I can play it for you if you want.
I think Fat Joe's "What's Love." To me, that's one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah.
I was walking through a casino lobby and that came on, and I was like, "Just nothing better than this song."
Dude,
Oh.
yeah.
What's love got to do?
Got to do with everything. What's dude, and
It should be about us. It should be about trust.
to get topical, I'm Real by J-Lo. Huge.
Yeah, you're fired up on this.
Benefit, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
back.
it. Yeah. And they recreated the photo.
So they did that intentionally, right? Of course.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's awesome. Yeah, so Stokers, if you don't know, there's an iconic photo from like 2003 when Bennifer were going hot and heavy, where he's just grabbing her ass on a yacht, and they
Well,
recreated
it's
it
in the
for
Jenny
today.
from the Block video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got an arm tattoo that's like fake in the video, right?
I don't know.
He's got like a sleeve.
I noticed that, yeah.
I don't know if he normally has that sleeve.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I saw that.
Was his back tattoo? Well, he's wearing a shirt in this most recent one when he's touching her hiney.
Yeah. I think it's real. The dragon?
Phoenix.
It's a phoenix.
It is a phoenix.
Beast. Dude, I think his new movie with Matt Damon is going to be sick. Ridley Scott directed it. Nicole Holofcener wrote the script with them. It's got a monster cast. I'm sorry that Adam Driver's in it, Strider.
Thank you, dude.
But I think it's timely and topical. It's going to be timeless and topical. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah. That's sick.
Big epic.
Yeah, it's gonna ask the tough questions, the moral questions, and really put the onus on the viewer to answer them for themselves internally as they watch.
That's what I want.
And that moral question is, why is Adam Driver in this? And is it okay?
Goal! Goal! Is that your Adam Driver
That's my Adam Driver.
Goal! That's not bad.
What's that from?
Everything he's ever been in,
You
dude.
think he's a little marble-mouthed?
Goal! Kylo Ren. Goal! Marriage Story. Goal!
I loved her.
But he's good. He's good.
He is.
He's got the goods.
But he's oversaturated.
But I should like him because he's definitely his handsomeness. He's not a bad looking guy, but he's no Brad Pitt.
Women like him a lot.
Because he's excessively sexy.
Right.
It's kind of the same thing with which I, for my money, all day long take to the bank. My boy from Twilight, Edward
Cullen?
Cullen.
Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
You think he's excessively handsome?
Yeah.
No,
he's
that's
like
You
a-
think he's over the top handsome?
Yeah, he's like a model.
Yeah, that jawline
No,
cuts
he's
down,
not
dude.
Gosling. He's not Pitt.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
He's not.
yeah.
He's not Brad
Oh,
Evans.
he's-
What? Chris
Brad
Evans? You
Evans?
think Chris Evans? You think Chris Evans is hotter than what?
Captain Rogers? Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh
dude.
yeah. Hotter than Pattinson for sure.
Dude, I'm starting to think you know hot
Gyllenhaal?
dudes.
Hotter? What?
Yeah.
No,
Dude, that's
Gyllenhaal
super
when he was
fucked up,
younger.
dude.
Let me
Yeah.
look this up.
I'm gonna say it. You don't
Dude,
know
I love hot dudes
You
a
don't know
lot.
jawlines, bro.
Oh, I know some of the most iconic jawlines, dude.
All right, lay them on me.
Clooney. Okay. Paul Newman.
It's
What
Deez.
up?
Yeah, that's a good
Redford.
one.
What up?
Yeah.
Denzel. What up?
Deece.
He doesn't have a great jawline.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
He's the best actor.
He's an alpha for sure.
Kurt Russell.
Oh, he's a beast. Well, he's got the twinkle in his eye. He's
He's a little wily.
I think he pulls off excessively sexy because
I think he's hotter than Robert Pattinson. Yeah, not that hot. I mean, no.
What? Let me see. Oh, that's hot as fuck.
I mean, I'm telling you, he's a good-looking guy. I said he's sexy, but
No, you
he's
said
excessively.
You said excessively.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not
You're-
excessively sexy.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
No, he's like esoterically sexy.
No.
You're
Yeah.
inferring that he's got an everyman quality. I think he's got a Superman quality.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a normal person.
Yeah.
Adam Driver doesn't even look like a normal person.
No, of course not.
I wouldn't even say I would think you're wrong on that too. I don't.
I'm
think
not saying Adam Driver's excessively sexy.
but
I'm not
those-
saying he's sexy.
Yeah, those
But you
ears.
said he
I said he's a good-looking guy.
You said he's excessively.
I said Edward Cullen is.
no. Before you said Cullen, the way we got there.
It's on the recording. We can check
Didn't
the
he
tapes.
say that Adam
did.
Driver? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he
We're
did.
gonna hear it back in the recording.
Aaron,
Did he say
Aaron.
it?
You did.
Aaron,
Yeah.
Aaron,
Yeah, you
you're
did.
lying. Did I really say Adam Driver's excessively sexy?
That's how we got on the whole thing.
What are you talking about?
I take it back.
It's
What?
No.
I mean, it's good you took it back because it's true. He's weird. So I think he's hot, and because he's a weird way. It's like hot, like when some guys are weird and it's hot when they're weird.
Yeah.
Some guys are just weird. It's not hot.
Yeah.
Totally.
Some guys are weird and it's hot. You just get
Yes.
lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I remember in high school, this kid Jack started dating like
yeah.
a real popular gal, and but he wasn't like one of the most popular guys, and everyone was like, yeah, but he's weird hot.
He's not
Yeah.
even hot though. He was just weird.
No, but he was in a band and he could do karate kicks. He had an edge.
Hell
He
yeah.
like worked at a power plant.
He had
Hell
an
yeah.
edge.
Yeah, he was
Worked
tight.
at
Yeah.
a power plant?
Yeah, I think he worked at a
San
power
Onofre?
plant in high school. Yeah.
Really?
He worked at
What'd he
Santa
do?
before it got shut down.
What do you do?
Probably just like security or the gate
He's
or
like
something
scooping
like that.
plutonium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a sick job.
Probably eating it because it's interesting.
Something like
Nice.
that.
What do you think would happen if you ate plutonium?
You'd get,
Maybe get superpowers.
Yeah, you'd melt.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think they got it at Erewhon.
They
They
do.
definitely have it in one of those.
They have
fucking-
plutonium infused plantains.
Yeah. Well, that's how they make the buffalo cauliflower.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
powerful.
You just have to balance it out with like turmeric.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's legit.
Do I have any turmeric kimchi?
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That's pretty dank.
That's good.
Kimchi's good for you, dude.
It's really good for you. Yeah.
We had a big show last week, guys. We went to the Irvine Improv.
That was sick.
It's rad.
Sold out. That was crazy. Thank you everybody who came out.
Yeah, it was
really
so
made our
fun.
day. Lots of friends and family there.
Yeah.
We were nervous, man. We were terrified all day. I was stressed.
dying. I woke up dying.
So that was a
Oh,
rough
yeah.
day.
It was. Yeah, I woke up. I didn't get much sleep because we had jam in the van the night before. So, And I just wake up naturally at like 6 a.m. So got to bed at like midnight. Woke up at like 5:30. It's just fuck. And
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I was
And
very
I was scared.
nervous.
Yeah.
Down a few IPAs.
You had a
Yeah.
great set. I mean,
Thank you.
everyone did.
Everyone did, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Likewise.
fun. It was a good crew too. We had Mauricio there. We had Chase Bernstein, Keith Johnson, Monterey Martinez came through.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good hang, and the people at the Irvine Improv were really nice.
Super
It was
nice.
awesome, yeah.
The sound dude was intense though, because I went a little bit long, and he came up and I think he did want to tell me that I went too long,
Yeah.
and immediately I was like, I'm sorry, dude. And he was like, you got friends and family here though? I was like, yeah. He's like, it's all right.
He was very regimented. When I was giving him the
Yes.
times, he was like, I was like, oh, could you make sure you introduce this? He goes, hold on, we're going in order. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, he must have worked in like concerts or something. He had the look as someone who'd been like a roadie for like a couple decades.
For sure. He was excessively sexy.
Yeah, but
No,
wait,
No, he wasn't.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
He's a
not
kidding.
good guy,
I'm
but
kidding.
like
those tats though.
words mean something, Strider.
It's true, and that's what we can't bastardize them. You're very right. You're very right, and we do so often.
You know who's like excessively sexy? Is like Jake Johnson,
Who's
the guy
that?
from like New Girl. The main guy.
I don't know
in
who
New
that
Girl.
is.
He's the voice in Spider-Man. I can't.
Yeah.
Is he in
Jurassic World. He's one of the guys in the control room.
Oh, with yeah, with Lapkus. Yeah,
You don't know what he looks
I'm
like.
not even gonna say he's sexy. He's a good-looking guy, a regular good-looking guy, regular
Right.
dude.
So you don't think he's hot enough to be sexy?
Correct.
I think
No sex appeal.
I think that's more Jason Segel for me. I think Jake Johnson has some sex appeal.
I think Jake Johnson's a little sexier than.
All these guys are super talented, by the way. We're just purely commenting on aesthetics. Although I do
Totally.
think your personality and your way that you deliver it does inform the sexiness, the aesthetics of it a little bit.
Totally true. Like a front man in a band would be good, but it's just so tough. And Robert Pattinson and Adam Driver are huge A-list actors, so it's just so tough.
To divorce from that.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
about,
like Jay-Z's sexy,
Yes.
but he's not the
You think
most
so?
conventionally handsome guy. Yeah, I think he is sexy.
just because of his talent and his power?
His charisma and how comfortable he seems in his skin.
Right.
Like he'll be doing interviews with like he could be talking to David Letterman, Obama, someone who won a Nobel Peace Prize, and he's always just like, "Oh yeah, that's interesting."
Yeah. Yeah, the confidence is key.
Was that racist? Yeah, I'm sorry for my black scent there. I was trying to do it independent of any kind of
You were going for a Jay-Z impression.
Yeah.
But going back to the sound guy really quickly, I was in the green room. Strider got off stage. He walks in. He walks in. He's like, "Where's Strider?" And you're like behind the curtain. You go up, and you're like, "I'm sorry. I didn't hear your conversation." But when he came in, you could tell he was a man on a mish.
Oh yeah, dude. He wanted
He's
to
like-
let me have it.
He's like, "You went 2 minutes over, and I gotta let you know about it."
Yeah.
Did you go 2 minutes? I thought you went like 5 minutes over.
2 minutes, 17:48 or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You
Supposed to
barely
do
went
15
over.
and 17:48. Yeah.
That's not bad.
He was nice. He was
There's
nice.
no
He
show
did.
after you, right? Like,
No.
and they're not union. Let it go.
Yeah. This guy was on it.
Well, I heard too that clubs. I don't know if this is if this is the case when it's your show, but or maybe it's just the case if you're on a show. But if you don't do your allotted time, you know, if you have 20 minutes, for example, if you don't do 20 minutes, then they won't pay you. I've heard that.
Well, so better that we went over a little bit.
Yeah.
I heard Burt Kreischer does like 4 hours too.
Damn.
Or
Really?
like Craig Robinson. He does like 4-hour sets.
Really?
I mean, that's kind of. Sometimes I can get to the point of being a little selfish. Maybe I'm not criticizing they're tremendous performers, but you're kind of holding the whole place hostage a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
Talk that long?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Chappelle does those like 6-hour sets too, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what they're really. To me, when I used to see Craig Robinson do those sets at the Improv where he'd stay till 4 a.m, I was like, it didn't feel like a creative endeavor to me. I was more like, this dude just really doesn't want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he's very outgoing. He likes having company.
Yeah.
This is the best way to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I watch Chappelle do it, it looks like he just wants to have a conversation with the audience. That's what his seem more like. He's just like he's sort of having like a powwow with them.
He's talking it out.
Yeah. But I mean, I get tired. Even in the podcast, I get tired of myself talking after 20 minutes. I'm
Me
like, all right,
too.
that's it. That's it from me.
Yeah.
Tapped out.
Yeah. Hour 30, I'm like, I'm out.
That's why like guys like Colin Cowherd are so impressive to me. Guys who do 3-hour radio shows by themselves every day.
Yeah.
Like you got to talk for 3 hours, and oftentimes they'll bounce off the engineer or something like that.
Joy
But,
Taylor, dude. Joy Taylor with the news.
but for the most part, they're just going and going and going, and you like can't say anything too offensive, although they all get in trouble for that. You can't like. There's so much stuff you can't touch.
Yeah.
And you have to still mine that much kind of I don't know, opinion from yourself. I'm like, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're kind of you're a freak of nature. You're like, we should look at them the same way we look at like Arnold Schwarzenegger's body going into Mount Olympia.
Right.
Like a marvel of modern man.
Well, Bill Burr does that too on his podcast.
Mhm.
And he does it with like consistent energy, which is so impressive. And I don't think a lot of people really appreciate how difficult that is, because you're just hearing him talk, but you don't really know. Especially when I first started listening to his podcast as like a novice in comedy at the time, you don't think about it at all. But then when you get on mic, you're like, oh wow, how am I supposed to fill 5 minutes?
Did you went on a couple dates this week?
I did, yeah. Yeah, they're going well.
Nice.
Yeah. Some in Orange County, some in LA. Got some coffee, got some pokey, some nice conversation.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about smoothies, dude? Is smoothies a good first date? I love smoothies,
I've never
dude.
thought about smoothies, but I like that.
Yeah, that's a great first.
Like creation.
Yeah, hit that.
Yeah, they got the yellow dynamite at Creation. It's killer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great. Yeah, I think that's the one that I get. I love that
It's
one.
pineapple and banana.
Yes.
It's really good.
It's amazing.
Yellow
I like to
diamond,
get that before.
Yellow diamond
Yeah,
thing.
I like to get that before I fly.
Hey, that got
Yeah.
me really excited. How excited you got about that smoothie right there.
Thank you. I'd like.
That got me fired
Hey, what are you
up.
doing next Tuesday? Want to go to smoothie or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
How about let's do it now after the pod, because
I'm
we're doing a
in.
stand-up show tonight, but we could go get some smoothies first.
I'd love to get a smoothie.
Guess who's having a nice Tuesday?
We're having a
Let's
nice
go.
night. It's Tuesday, and we're gonna have a nice one.
Oh.
Guys, try to make every day a little bit dank if you can. A little bit nice, you know.
Yeah.
Spruce it up.
Get a smoothie. Although,
Give it to me, babe.
hey, it should be called the Yellow Diamond because it cost about a diamond to get one. What do they set you back? $15 over there?
They're expensive.
They're no fucking joke, dude.
Steal it.
Here
That's-
in LA, yeah.
Just steal it.
That sweet, funky stuff. Yeah. Oh. So you on some dates too, huh?
Yeah, I went on a 2.
Spill the beans, baby.
What's going on?
What's going on with you?
They were fun. Yeah, I had a really good time on my date last night. Went to True Food in Newport Beach.
Nice.
Good
They got a good
eats.
model. Or
What'd
at the
you
counter,
order?
Almost
casual.
went to Houston's, and then my Becca was like, "Nah, don't go there. It's a little stuffy, a little old and stodgy."
Yeah, dude.
She is
food's
correct.
so good. But the food's so
The food's fucking amazing, bro. The
Right.
sushi, it's a steakhouse, and the sushi's the best thing I've ever had there.
Yeah.
So fucking good, but Becca is correct. It's a little bit like middle age
And then
crowd.
and then we went to the beach and drank a fruit smash and looked out at the water and talked about our lives.
Nice.
And then
Bro,
we
let's go.
But it was funny she's really fun. She's a really nice girl, cool. She's really cool. At the end of the date, we had kissed once earlier. I asked, I was like, "Hey, can I kiss you?" She's like, "Do you want to kiss me?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to kiss you."
Fucking nice.
And
dude.
then we smooched. It was nice. And then at the end of the date, she went to hug me goodbye, and I went for another kiss, and she went, "Whoa!" And then I was like, "I must have come in too hot." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, was that too much?" She's like, "No, it's okay." And then we kissed a little bit. I was like, "That's very gracious of you." But it reminded me, I was like, it's funny when you're on a date, like you have to have this balance between like, you have to have the confidence to make a move and to like act like confident in that move, but then you also have to have a sense of humor about yourself if it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
And I think those are like the two things you need. You need like confidence, and then you also have to have a sense of humor when things just like, when you're going to look ridiculous sometimes, and you just got to kind of laugh at yourself.
Yeah, you got to be a little Brett Favre, dude. Sometimes you got to, have amnesia. Get to the next play. You might fuck up, throw a pick, but you still believe in you. You're going to sling it the next time you get under center.
Yeah.
And then, dude, I've been watching the show White Lotus. You guys
You
watched
told me
that?
about this. I want to watch.
Have you watched it? It's
No.
amazing.
What's it
Really?
on?
HBO. Mike White, guy who did School of Rock and Chuck and Buck and wrote Enlightened. He's a beast, man. Total beast. And he must love Hawaii, because my favorite episode of Enlightened's in Hawaii too. And this thing takes place in Hawaii. But it's very good. I would check it out. Are you guys watching anything?
I just watched Dirty John. It's a little bit of an older show, but Connie Britton and Eric Bana.
Oh,
Connie
is
Britton's
that-
in White
is-
Lotus.
Love Connie Britton.
She's
dude.
amazing, coach.
She's the best. She exec produces Dirty John. Season 1.
Is that about the guy
Tammy
who's
Taylor.
like a stepdad who turns out to be a psycho?
Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the
He's
story.
a total scam
That's
artist.
in Newport, right?
Dude, it's in Newport Beach, which was cool to see
Yeah.
the settings that I was familiar with. Places
Yeah.
where I fucking raged, almost got in a fight with JT outside shortstop.
Yeah.
And
No, not shortstop. What's the name of it? Dude, I was thinking about that.
I was
Because my
talking about
brother's
this
going to be
thing.
on next week. I was going to talk about it.
bro, it's a great part.
That's one of the greatest-
Typhoon Saloon? No.
The saloon.
The Saloon.
One of the greatest moves in my life. Like, literally, probably, what, 30 or 40 people are charging
Oh,
us
dude,
to beat
it's
us
unreal.
up. A stampede of people are coming to beat us up. We're on top of a guy who tried to fight us, but we're not hurting him. And then I jump off, and I get in front of all 40 people, and I go, timeout, timeout. And they all look around, and they were like, are we going to respect the timeout? But sports culture is so deep in Orange County, everyone went, yeah, okay, what are you going to say?
Yeah, you had former water polo players, lacrosse players, probably a few soccer dudes there. There's timeouts in all those sports.
Huge.
Don't
Yeah.
beat us up. And they were
Yeah.
like, whoosh. And I was like, this is all a misunderstanding. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Um,
And then the fucking just jacked Mike Trout dude walking up. Just remember, dude, you
Yeah,
handled
some
him
buff
well.
dude was gonna beat me up. He was like, he was staring at me, and I was like, "Hey man, I see you."
Yeah.
And he was like,
Dude, yeah.
He was like, "You and me, brother, 1-on-1. This guy would have murdered me." And I was like, "Bro, I got no problem with you." I was like, "I'll literally pay you to be on our side."
Totally, dude. Yes.
I was like, I got money in my pocket.
Yeah.
I was like, "Let's talk." I was like, "I don't want to be fighting against you." And he was like, "Oh, bar."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Just relax." Yeah.
Just
But
like,
yeah, the saloon, dude, Newport.
Yeah, that was so gnarly, dude.
Strider, have you ever been in a fight?
No, that was the closest I really ever come to being in a fight.
Right.
Yeah, never. Really, never. One of our buddies gets a little wily, and one time he just, I was an asshole, and I pantsed him in front of some ladies, and I was like, "But dude, you have a big dick, so it's cool," which is totally not my choice. Shouldn't pants him, and I was an adult at the time. This was college, so.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely in the wrong, but I was drunk and I thought it was like funny. And obviously he was like, "Well, I don't want my penis exposed in front of strangers, please." Very, very believable.
Yeah, he had a
and
right to be
relatable
upset.
argument. Yeah, but then he got a little wily after that and like tried to attack me outside in the lawn. And then I just kind of like put him down a little bit, and then JT kind of broke it up. Like I wasn't gonna fight him or like hit him or anything. I was just like, "Hey, dude, like,
Relax.
stop," you know.
Yeah.
Then it stopped. And then later he threw a baseball at my head.
Mm-hmm.
But
Did
he
it
was
hit
like
you?
fucked up. No, I missed. But if it would have hit me, it would have been not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun.
What about when I was remembering when you tried to jump across a pool one time?
Oh, that was at 4th of July one time.
I was not there.
Yeah, you were out of town. I was partying with the younger bros, Chris and his bros. Pretty sad energy by me, but I was really looking to party. Did really want
Not
to get
sad at
after
all.
it. Thank you. And I had this thing. It was a very I wanted that attention. I wanted the vibes up, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take 2 fucking Coors Lights. I'm gonna jump over the jacuzzi, which I have done before. I was like, I'm gonna go jump over the jacuzzi and fucking go up and Predator and snap both fucking beers open while I jump into the pool while snapping them both open. And it just thought like all the
The
boys.
jacuzzi was like 10 feet long too. It was a
Yeah.
good long jump.
It was solid, but you clear it,
Maybe
you
not
get into
10
the pool.
feet, but it was long.
Yeah, it was a good distance. And I was like, this is going to get everyone fired up. This is what we need before we crush our flank steaks. And fucking did not clear it, dude. And I remember your dad like kind of looked over the corner of the eye and he's like, "What the fuck is that guy doing?" He's like, I saw that and I was like, he's like, I was already pulling the keys out of my pocket to drive you to the ER because I
Yeah.
fucking like did not come close to clearing it. Landed on the fucking like cement part, but luckily it was young enough and not that fucked up to like kind of roll with it and like get a little extra bounce off the cement and then fall into the pool and didn't crack the beers
No,
open.
but you're missing the.
What happened? What happened?
I wasn't even there, but I've just heard the story so many times. You sprung off that side. It launched you across the pool, so you had.
Oh yeah, I got to like the other side.
So you had to cover your head, and you went head first into the other side.
Yes.
And you went under, and everyone thought you were dead, and then you popped up like only like a 19-year-old or 20-year-old kid, and you were like, ah!
That's right.
And everyone's like, he's alive! He's alive!
Yeah, one of the beer cans actually did fucking Dude, what's wrong with my brain, man? How do I not remember that well enough?
Here's the problem: you were
CTE
there.
is a thing.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you might have concussion syndrome, dude. I think I do.
True.
I'll tell you what the problem is. You're excessively sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, thank you very much. Do you guys really think I'm excessively sexy? Because that's really high praise.
Yeah,
I
for
do,
sure.
I do, yeah.
Thank you.
You give, I mean, especially on the
that's-
golf course.
Oh,
You know why?
yeah,
Because
thank
he has the best. You have the best motivational. You know, on the golf course, it's like when you're with a squad, you're like, you know, when someone hits you, like, get up, stay up. You know, or like,
Yep.
or like bite.
Hit a house,
Mike
hit a house.
Bertolini does the bite thing, which
Bite.
Yeah, he's great too. He's great. He's amazing to golf with.
He is.
But yeah, you on the golf course. I think the confidence in supporting your bros and their shots, it's excessively sexy to me for sure.
I think, speaking of like acronyms too and extra terminology, like,
Yeah.
dude, you'll bust out terminology on the golf course
Yeah.
that like I've never even heard. He's like,
Yeah.
within a blade whisker off the rear
Exactly,
firm. I'm like,
dude, yeah.
It all sounds right. I'm like, I never heard that.
Yeah.
I was like, I watched a little golf on TV. I was like, this is all brand new to me. And like,
Yeah.
Char's like, you know what kind of swing you got to do here? You got to do a shovel hook. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that a fight? Like, isn't that a punch? He's like, no, throw a shovel hook at it. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Open your club face, go inside out, come across this one real nice, and just poke it out there because the hill's going to really take you down to the right.
Yeah.
Everything's pushing right, but the Pacific Ocean's out to our west, so it's going to come back there. Really, your left to right. I'd go straight at it with some pace.
Yeah, you speak in golf lingo, and like it's a language to you that you understand so well.
I whenever I'm golfing with Strider, I just repeat what you say to support people because I don't know what to say. You know, I know some things. I'll like stay up, stuff like that. But then whenever Strider, he's like nice poke, and I'll be like, yeah, man, nice poke.
Right.
Just because it's so. I'm like, I can't get that creative with it, so I just copy exactly what you say.
And you got to ask.
you're like an alien that's like, all right, I got to fit in with the golf
Exactly,
team. Here, like, I'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
borrow the language that I'm hearing.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking chill ass jacked alien, dude.
Oh,
and,
dude, thanks.
And you
man.
got to ask for the score right too. You don't go, hey man, what'd you shoot on that hole? Like that's aggressive. You're coming at me. What do you think I'm lying? You go, hey, how'd we end up there?
Right.
Something like that.
Dude,
Right.
it is funny. My brother called me out. We were playing in Montana, and I fucking came off a hole, and we were pretty tight score-wise. And he's like, what'd you get? I was like, a 5? And then we're driving. He's like, how'd you get a 5? I was like, counted up. I was like, yeah, 6. I think it was an honest mistake that time. But you one time, too, when we were playing golf with our buddy Ferraro, and then he was just cheating left and right. Like, this dude was like, he's super strong, but
Yeah.
he doesn't play golf. We'd be on a par 5. And he'd be in his golf cart, and we'd be like, Ferraro, where are you going? He's like, driving to the green. He's like, I'm going to get my ball.
Yeah.
We're like, dude, you didn't bomb the green on a par 5. He's like, I really got a hold of it. We're like, yeah, but dude, you're not like the best golfer who ever lived. And then he would just go into, he's one of those guys who goes out into the woods.
Yeah.
He's like, he probably wouldn't do this now either, but this is when we were like 19. He was like, I found it. And we just stared at him and be like, you motherfucker, dude. We came off the hole. Like, what'd you get, Fry? He's like, 6. And then Strider just turns to me and is like, give him an 8.
Yeah, I'm like, no, dude. Because I was getting double bogeys. I'm like, no, dude, he's not fucking.
Yeah. Dude, what about when I choked against you? I was going to beat you that one round going into 9, and I hit it OB, and I had like 9 shanks in a row to lose.
Yeah,
I choked, dude.
He fucking clanked it off the cement over to the snack bar, but there's like a little grass patch there, like a practice green.
Mm-hmm.
And he like could play it in.
Yeah.
It was
then
like
he
Greg Norman out there.
Yeah. And he had a good look, but then I think he shanked that and like hit a curb.
Right.
Remember that French guy who was going to win like the British, and then he choked? I remember my dad said he was handsome. I distinctly remember that. But you see that in golf a lot where guys blow up. Greg Norman was famous for that. Phil Mickelson too. But he exercised his demons.
Is Phil secretly like? Do you think Phil Mickelson's secretly kind of like a dick?
Yeah, I think what happened is he was the best golfer in the world other than Tiger, and then when Tiger went down, I think everyone just was like, all right, so let's make Phil the hero now.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I remember when he won his first Masters, a lot of it because his wife had been ill, and a lot of it was about how good their relationship was and stuff. So I think he was kind of like the moral beneficiary of Tiger's fault, but like I think he's like I don't think he's a bad guy either, but I think he's probably a dick, and I know he's kind of like a big gambler.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, they got like a voicemail of him doing all that shit.
Really?
But yeah, but I'm also maybe because he's a little bit more maybe he's a little more transparent about it than Tiger was. With Tiger, it was also like this veneer of perfection, and then there was like this seedier side under it. I think that's kind of what got him in trouble too, and maybe the racial part of it as well.
Right.
Yeah. But dude, I tell this story all the time. But Tiger's parents are psychos, dude.
Yeah, dude.
His mom was mad at the dad for cheating on her, so she buried him in an unmarked grave. You can't find Tiger's dad's grave if you wanted to.
What?
Yeah, it's just dirt. It's just dirt. It's at the
No
beginning.
way.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah,
That's
Really?
yeah. She buried him in an
dock.
unmarked grave just to stick it to him for being a
What is-
philanderer.
Was Tiger upset?
I don't think he's like. I don't think they're like allowed to talk about that stuff in his family.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they would openly communicate. I'm sure he's upset, but I don't think they talk about it.
That's insane.
Yeah, she got him back.
So where are we holding the funerals? I already did it.
Yeah.
So gnarly.
Yeah.
They're like, where
That's-
should we meet you? She's like, just look around. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, he moved down the street and was just having chicks come through all the time, like
Right.
three doors down from his wife's house.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's so gnarly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
he'd make Tiger hit a ball over his head from like 5 feet away. He's like, you love me, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't hurt me. Get it over my head.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah, bro.
he like was doing psyops, like military psyops on him because he was in the military. So
Yeah.
he'd yell. He pretended to be the crowd and he'd yell racial things at Tiger, and he'd yell like
Right. Yeah, I remember you told me about
like
that.
really harsh things at him, trying to make his brain tough. Which it worked, but then he needed that outlet.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It's
that
a pressure
outlet was,
cooker, dude.
That outlet was
Chicks.
just
That's,
banging like a maniac.
dude, I almost nailed our former agent today because we golfed with Kenwood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Godspeed, Andrew, in your next endeavor.
Yeah, you're a legend. We love you.
He's our
Beast.
former agent because he got a really good job working
Yeah.
for Friday Beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good dudes.
Running the Friday Beers thing.
yeah. He's still our boy.
He's our dog, yeah.
He was on a phone call, and he was in the middle of the fairway, and I was like, Kenwood, I'm hitting. And I was like, I'm going to go way over him. I hit my hybrid, and it was like a low. It just goes right over the car. I was like, it's like flying. I'm like, Kenwood, 4. And he just goes, and he like waves. He's like, it's all good. I was like, oh my God.
This is
Scary.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
My dad drilled a guy in the head.
He drilled someone?
When I was like 5, he came home and I was like, how was golf, Dad? It was rough. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I shanked a ball and hit a guy in the head.
What happened to the
Damn.
guy?
Never found out. On my end, I'm sure my dad knows.
Really?
Dad, am I allowed to talk
Unmarked
about this?
grave.
You think he was seriously injured?
No, I think he's all right.
Because I knew a kid in high school who was a big golfer, but he got hit in the head and he wasn't the same after. And I'm not sure what happened. I think he was still playing, but he got fucked up for sure.
One of the dads on Real Housewives of Orange County was a former Angel. Keo was his last name, and he caught a ball in the dugout off the head.
Yeah.
And everyone says he was different after that.
Yeah.
We have a friend who fell off a frat, and
Right.
she still went to law school and stuff. But she did have kind of a different personality afterwards.
Yeah. She was very bubbly and then became a little bit more dry and
That's scary.
slightly cutting.
Yeah.
There's this valet who got hit in the head by a golf ball. And I think it made him forget to brush his teeth because he always had terrible breath.
Oh, dude.
Did you ever say anything to him?
No, but it was like the thing.
Everyone talked about
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. It was like, we would joke around that we wouldn't put him on the morning shift because you got to brush your teeth in the morning and
Right.
you fucking show up and you'd be like, whoa. And it's also a hotel, so we'd be like, bro, you can't be like greeting customers like
Right.
that, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you got to just like use some scope or whatever the
Some
fuck.
people just have bad breath.
Yeah. What's that called?
So-
Halitosis or something?
Halitosis.
Oh, that's like that's one of those things that makes me go, ugh.
It's
Yeah.
one of those words.
Great.
It's
Yeah.
the right word for what it is.
I compare you to that thing, that white stuff that accumulates on the side of your mouth.
That's who I think you are. What movie? John Malkovich, Con Air, when he's talking to Johnny 600.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Johnny 23. They
Yeah,
call
John-
me, they,
oh,
call
yeah.
me, they call me Johnny 600 if they knew the truth. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, Jesus,
Yeah.
dude.
So when you ask this guy about, you're like, dude, yeah, I just brushed my teeth. Would he be like, what's that?
Oh, dude, no, we never were all kind of we're like sort of a little sewing circle about it. We never really talked to him about it. We were just kind of like, dude, you don't freaking schedule, steer clear. Dude.
Shit on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like drop hints, be like, yeah, dude, just brush my teeth so refreshed. And you'd be like, I
We
don't know what that
should.
is.
That'd be fun.
should.
That's the way to handle it rather than tell a person about the problem. Be like,
Yeah.
bro, I got this new bonding thing that me and all the dudes are going to do. We want you in.
Yeah.
Every morning, just to be a team, we're all just going to get around a bucket of water and brush our teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want you in. He's like, why are you guys doing that? It's like, it's just, I found out it's like an old rugby tradition.
Yeah.
And we want to do it. We think it'll be really fun.
Are you in or are you in?
Dude, Navy SEALs do that before they go on ops. It's like ritual. Like the frogmen get together and they use crest or whatever it is, and they brush their teeth.
They bow halitosis.
And we're going to call our
Yeah.
teeth like antlers, and it's going to be all this fun language, and you don't want to miss out, dude. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be cool.
That's always make it a group experience so they don't want to
Use
be
your
left
toothbrush.
out. Dude, I had FOMO that you guys went golfing, but then I was like, dude, I was not getting up it.
But
What is
also,
it?
you were on the text chain. You didn't respond to any
Yeah,
of our texts, bro.
Yeah, Kenward's like, he's like, we're like, boys, 7 a.m. And Strider answered first, and I was kind of like, because I had a date last night too. I was like, what? I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. And then he's like, Chad, you in? I was like, yeah, I'm in. And then this JT just no response. It was amazing. And we were laughing about it this morning. We're like, of course, like he's just not gonna respond. He's like, it's 7 a.m. Are you insane?
Way too early.
Yeah.
But here's the
Too
thing.
early.
I feel like if we were slinging kettlebells, you'd be there.
No, not at 7 a.m. I'd be more likely to do that for sure, but nah, if it's before 10 a.m., it's got to be a work thing, or I'm not doing it.
I was saying this to Aaron earlier on History is Dank. What up? Listen, dude, on All Things Comedy Network. I might like golfing more than I like sex now.
Nice.
Nice.
Because if I was going to schedule...
No, love that,
Aaron,
Aaron loves to fuck.
But Aaron, here's the thing. I hate coming. No, Aaron, here's the thing. If I was scheduling with my dank-ass fiance, hey, tomorrow let's wake up, let's drive out to La Kenyatta, Flint Ridge, 25 minutes, grab a coffee on our way bone, and then come back. That actually sounds kind of fun, but I would never do that. I'd be like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, would I even wake up at 6 a.m. to bone in our own bed? I'd be like, let's just do it later in the day.
Right.
Maybe that's the thing, is golf, you got to go somewhere and do it, but I'm excited to get up early at 6 a.m. and go golf.
That's interesting.
I'm excited. I'm excited
What about
it.
bringing some golf stuff into the bedroom?
This
Yeah,
is a
maybe wear a
great
glove.
fucking idea.
Like you wear a glove, because you look great. You look really sexy. I wouldn't even say excessively sexy. I think on the golf course you elevate into
Legitimate.
inaccessible sexiness.
Thank you.
Much like Robert Pattinson.
It's very,
I'm just kidding. But so I think you should dress up in khakis, your full golf attire, and then come in with like a driver and be like, "Oh, hey, babe," and be like, "Sorry, I just do you know where hole 2 is?"
Oh,
And
what a
then-
great call.
But that's not any kind of reference to
No
orifices.
sexual
No.
innuendo.
It could be taken that way, but I didn't mean it that way. And then I think she would get excited, and then she could play.
I think it's a great
Maybe
call.
she owns the golf course.
Yeah, hey, you just want to...
She designed it.
Hey, yeah, she's the Jack Nicklaus of this bedroom course. Oh, yeah. And then she's got to tell me, hey, got to pay a greens fee before you go and able to do that.
Yeah.
But it's all foreplay. And then we
Or you
fucking
could be the
hook up.
cart girl. You know how cart girls are always the most beautiful women in the world.
They are, yeah.
They're just unbelievable. You could be the cart girl.
I would love that. That's a great idea. Stimulating.
And on top of that, you could put, because you have a small dong, you know, the cover for your putter, put that on your hog. And then you'll be like, what kind of shot are we looking at? You be the caddy kind of? She's like, I don't know, I'm on the green. You're like, you're going to need a putter. And then you present your dong with the cover on. Pull it off.
Oh, dude,
And
that's
then
amazing.
you put it in the hole.
And my putter's an Odyssey and say, are you ready to go on your Odyssey?
And she's
Yeah.
gonna, and then say, I recommend a pencil grip for this guy.
Oh, dude, that's such a great ask. I'm getting horny right now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm horny,
Dude,
dude. I
I'm
was trying to
getting-
get you horny because I was already
Yeah.
horny. So
Did
I was
you?
trying to get you horny.
Dude, you got me horny.
I got you horny.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You're
horny.
on that level. I could
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you were
yeah,
horny.
yeah.
Right myself.
I'm so horny.
The way you
Yeah.
waved at me when
Yeah.
I was, I took an illegal left out of Erewhon so I could then go illegally straight at the light. Dude, Chad did the cutest thing in the world. We saw each other at Erewhon. He takes a right, just waves to me like this. It's the sweetest wave in the world. Dude, got me instantly jacked, and I waved back. And then I didn't know it at the time, and I was like, "That's probably you being horny."
Oh,
yeah.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
hyped.
Yeah. I mean, some girls, you know, they're kind of like, they need more of like a Boagrius from Troy kind of thing. But I'm like, yeah, I'm a little bit more, I'm like the kid that wakes up Achilles in the beginning.
You're friendly. You get the hornier
Yeah.
you get, the friendlier you get.
Yeah. Yeah,
What a
that's
great way
kind
to
of
Like,
be.
you
Yeah.
become like Mr. Rogers, dude.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
You want to share that horniness.
Yeah. I start giving out money, you know, and I start, just giving out compliments.
It's a joyous energy.
Yeah. I make a cake. Just all joyous stuff.
You sing a song about feelings while wearing like a nice sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, such a good call. You use puppets.
I use puppets. I have a train set in my room that I turn on, you know, and I'm the conductor.
What a great
and
call.
it's wonderful.
Dude, when I get horny, I accidentally break stuff. I knock stuff over. Like when
Accidentally?
yeah, accidentally. Dude, I was hanging out with a girl a couple weeks ago, and she's like, I was like, yeah, you want a water?
Yeah.
Dude, I stick the glass into to get water. I broke the glass.
Dude, nice.
I broke the
way.
glass in half. I was like, oh. She's like, how did that happen? I was like, I break stuff when I'm horny.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay. I was like, don't walk over here. It took me like 30 minutes to collect all, the little shards. They get so microscopic, but you don't, people are walking around barefoot.
Dude,
Dude, that's the best. When I get horny, I like to eat a tangerine.
Yeah.
And I use just making me feel like being primal.
A little Call Me
Right.
By Your Name. Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't know that Call Me By Your Name, that people don't expect those two guys to keep hooking up with guys. That was like kind of a one-off for them in that movie, and that's part of the sadness. I thought Chalamet's character was going to keep going with dudes, but I guess a lot of people's reading is that was more of a that was like probably a part of them, but not a part that they were going to keep pursuing. I was like, oh, okay, that does make it a little more poignant. Yeah, quick tangent right there.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. And then we did a new city council speech.
Yeah, fighting global warming, climate change.
Dude, it's the biggest issue in the world. We tried to take it on as best we could. We got gnarly sunburns, and we went to the city council, and we said that we're going to stay sunburned for the whole summer. We're taking a couple of day break, but
yeah. Well, your dad called us pretty heated.
Yeah, he was very upset by that. He was triggered by that. We actually talked on the phone before this podcast too, and sometimes he'll get me a negative energy, and I'm like, dude, look, I'm trying to go get stoked with my boys right now. I gotta hang up, but maybe it's yin and yang. But anyway, he's like, dude, tell them to put on some sunscreen. What are you doing? He's like, tell them to they need to put on SPF 100. I'm like, that turns you like purple, dude. You can't have that shit.
Yeah.
And that's not their look. And he's like, well, tell them to go see their dermatologist because they're going to get melanoma.
Damn.
Well, you know what also is getting melanoma?
The earth.
Pachamama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mother Gaia, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I think we got boned by the algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it. Yeah, I don't want to make excuses, but like, I think we got boned by all the algorithms.
Oh, Instagram is weird now.
Did you get BBA?
And mine, you know, you got way more followers, and mine got a lot of people who follow both of us saw mine and didn't see yours, likes wise.
Yeah.
I was doing some deep recon here. I was in my dome about it, and I think that's because I wrongly said we should put climate change in your description.
Right.
And then I think that put it at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah. Well, we put climate change in the YouTube title, and then when I uploaded it, there was like a big sort of like Wikipedia climate change. What is it? And it's definitely a big flag for them because I think they're looking for climate change deniers. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, we were not denying it. No.
Sometimes they do like political stuff. Like I did that like Gavin Newsom impression.
Yeah.
And I was all stoked on it. I'm like, fucking let's go, dude. I was fired up. I slicked my hair with a lot of gel. It hurt.
Yeah.
And I think it was like political. And I think sometimes they'll bury that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been stressed out about career stuff lately, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Like after the show on Friday, which was like so amazing. You know, it was our first time headlining. We sold it out. It was a big moment. You know what I mean? I had lots of friends and family there being from Orange County. I was on a high that night, and then the next day I was like, that can't be as good as it gets. I was like, we got to keep this thing going. And I was like talking my brother's ear off about idea. Him and Strider were working on a project that day, which looks amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your brother's a beast.
I saw like their pilot for it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
This guy's so goddamn funny.
Thank you.
And yeah, my brother was a beast, and Jace worked on it. Just all the nicest guys in the world who were all super hilarious.
Yeah.
And then, but I was stressed out the whole day. Yeah. It was kind of a rough day.
Well, it's a stressful time with the Delta thing, and then it's tough to when you're with the internet. And it's sort of like when you're sort of like building your career through the internet, it's sort of like you feel like you always got to keep the ball in the air a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're probably a little too hard on ourselves about that, but it is stressful. And to the outside viewer, I think it could look like, oh, you know, we are having fun.
No, it's the
time,
best. I'm really grateful. Yeah.
But it is sort of like you do feel this sort of incessant kind of pressure. But I felt this week, I was really stressed last week. I feel more relaxed this week.
That's nice. That's making me feel better.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not alone. After the set, which all of our sets went really well, I was like, I got to write new stuff. It's stale. I'm a hack.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing a lot of sets lately too, so I feel a little stuck in my routine a little bit.
Yeah. But I think you just got to keep getting out there, keep making stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be chasing the result too much because that'll affect like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it can motivate you in the right way. You know what I mean? Because you're like, okay, I got to work harder, but you don't want to be too obsessed with like how many people are going to see it or something like that. That feels like it just gets you in trouble. But I just finished that book about the Replacements, and it's the saddest book I ever read because the band broke up and they never really made it huge. Yeah. I mean, I love them. They're one of my favorite bands ever, but you're kind of like, damn, 500 pages for a band that kind of petered out. It's like it's really tragic.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of issues. They were shooting themselves in the foot and stuff with their alcoholism and overall attitude, but it's I don't know. Yeah, I was stressed.
The entertainment industry is stressful.
It is. It's cool because it's so it can be like freeing. You're like, oh man, I can go and have fun and mix up with my buddies, and it's amazing. But it's also like, it's on you to go and do it.
Yeah.
It's not. You can get great people on your team and on your corner, and like, I'm glad we all have each other. It's the best. If we didn't, it'd be real fucking scary. But it's like, we still got to go execute. Do the stuff.
You have such a healthy. I was kind of talking about it on Saturday, and you were like, dude, but it's still the best. Like, we don't have to like do a day job thing that's like more stressful. Yeah. You had a very healthy perspective. It's not what I wanted to hear in that moment, but you were right. Yeah. In the moment, I was like, stop. I was like, I don't need to hear this. I was like, I need to hear that we're going to like do this and that and da-da-da. And then it was like, but I was like, you are right. Yeah. I don't know.
But we will do
some
great shit. We got good
some
stuff.
big things on the horizon, though.
We do. It's just that we have like a really big project that we've been working on for years. But unfortunately, this COVID thing is... And look, people have way bigger issues. You know, I'm sorry to complain so much. I'm super lucky. Yeah. Like by every measure. But yeah, it's just so unpredictable with this COVID, with this new Delta variant, which
pissing me off.
Yeah.
When I first saw the article about the Delta variant, you know, cuz late June, early July, I was like, we are cruising. You know, cases are down to like 200.
The mask mandate got lifted. You could go into any place.
Oh, yeah. And then the Delta variant came in. I was like, I started calling people we work with. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this Delta variant? I was so mad. And then the mask mandate came. Called them again. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was so pissed. I wanted to burn down.
How many times have you called like our lead producer like the last couple weeks?
Probably like 6 or 7.
I thought you called her more than that.
Hey, free for a call. And but she's more, you know, if you're early in the COVID days, she's more doom and gloom, and right. Now she's more optimistic. So I have faith in her optimism this time around. So, but I was last week especially when that mask mandate came in, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, dude.
But you know,
buzzkill.
We maybe, you know, I was looking at the trends last summer, and it was the same, you know, peak in July, and then it sort of came down towards the end of August.
I think we're looking good. I think Delta's going to run through the population for like the next month. Yeah. And then I think, you know, sorry guys. I think it'll run through the population, and then we'll be in a lull, and that's hopefully when we can do what we're trying to do.
And with the vaccines too, I just, when the vaccine is an option, I think it's really hard for the government to like reinstate stricter guidelines, because you can't punish the vaccinated like that, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's sort of like I think we're at a stage now where it's like people are choosing to get unvaccinated, and that's their choice. And I don't think the vaccinated people shouldn't be, you know, punished for their choice. You know what I mean? And if the vaccine is available, then, you know, I think, you know, what else can you do? You can't shut down the city, because then it's like COVID. I think it's gonna be endemic. So, you know, you can't just keep going on lockdown forever whenever there's a peak. You know, especially when the vaccine's available. It's like the thing to do, if you want to have less severe symptoms, is available. So it's like you can't.
It's like the flu, dude. You can still get the flu if you get a flu shot. It's just gonna like not fuck you up. And the flu sucks balls, dude.
Yeah, and it fucked me up. And in Japan, they wear masks every flu season. Like, masks are endemic in their culture. They just do it all the time. I don't know if we'll get there. Yeah. But I bet you we will create more like built-in mitigation into our society for these illnesses. And also, I think now everyone knows what the reality of COVID is. Like a year ago, we still didn't know how to treat it. We didn't know how severe it would be. We didn't have overall death rate numbers. Like, now we have a better idea. So I think it's an informed choice. Like, if someone doesn't want to get vaccinated, if they do want to get vaccinated, if they want to go out, if they don't want to go out, they kind of have the facts to make their choice. So I think you kind of have to let them.
Yeah.
But dude, if you don't want the vax, then you got to let people know you don't have it. Dude, there's got to be a system to be like, if it's your choice that you don't want to get it, then I should have the
Look,
choice.
I
and
know
businesses should have the
who's
choice.
vaxxed or not vaxxed just by looking.
Dude,
at
it is true. I do just know exactly.
I just know by looking.
How faded are your jeans, dude?
Yeah.
And it's with the vaccine too. I was so I never really worry about things messing me up like that in general, but like I was so just like I want to get back to work fully kind of thing that I was like, dude, you could inject it into my nuts.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were motivated by
like-
ambition.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
like, pour it down my fucking throat, dude.
Yeah, I'm like,
Thanks.
just get me out there so I can just do shit.
I
you know
wanted
what
to play
mean? I
beer
wanna
pong
do
inside
stuff.
again, dude.
Yeah.
I was sick of the fucking ball, and I was sick of having to use
wind.
water in the cups.
The wind.
I was like, I want to fucking play indoor. I want to have no technicalities or reshots. I
Yeah.
want to fucking play pong indoor with my boys.
yeah.
100%.
So, fuck,
Dude, to segue, I was listening to Anthropologist on Ezra Klein's show, and I think anthropologists have changed their mind. You know how like they used to say, who was the guy who said life before society was like brutal, was brutish, harsh, and short, or something like that? I think it was Hobbes.
Fuck. Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, and then so we think society was put in place to protect us, right? Like, does it help us more than it takes? Like, does it protect us from violence, or is it an instrument of violence, right? But now anthropologists think like those hunter-gatherers, they think they were more peaceful than we thought they were, and they think they only worked 15 to 25 hours a week. Like, you know, I think when people think about being a hunter-gatherer, they're like, oh, that's all day job, right? Getting the berries, killing the elk. But they're saying it wasn't that much work. Yeah. But then I'm like, is that just, how do they even know if all this
Right.
stuff was like 100,000 years ago?
Right.
I think they're all just kind of connecting the dots in a way that matches how they want to perceive the world.
Yeah.
But it was pretty appealing. I was like, that could be nice.
Yeah.
nice.
Well, it's like what is? Let's say they kill like a buffalo. I could probably feed them for like a week.
You use the whole buffalo, that
Yeah.
Native American
You
aphorism.
get that liver,
Mm.
then you get stoked. And then what else do you do? You make a fire, you sharpen your spear, you jack off.
Yeah, you definitely
mate.
jack off.
Yeah, you jack off a lot. That's a pretty nice work week.
So do you think hunter gatherers were more violent than us or less violent than us?
I think they were more violent.
So do I.
Yeah.
But they're saying now, they're like, no, they're actually more peaceful. Basically, I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah. Who's saying this?
Because you know what makes me think this is like I've been in situations where there wasn't supervision. This is why I believe in a strong central society. And I watched fights break out all the time. And I remember being like, man, I wish there was like a system in place to like keep people from fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm more of a Lord of the Flies guy. I think if a bunch of people land on an island, it's going to get savage at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
But maybe that's a cynical outlook.
No, I think it's probably true. And I think you got to think of the hunter-gatherer who's like, Yuval Noah Harari will say, weak domesticated man, right? We used to go around
We
with
didn't
him.
domesticate. We didn't domesticated us.
Exactly.
Fire alarm.
That changed shit. But look, if someone you kill that buffalo, how much work went into that, and that's supposed to be your whole winter. Then if another group of dudes who are working together come up and jack your buffalo, like,
Yeah.
you're gonna fight to the death. But now
Yeah.
if I'm at fucking True Foods and I order a buffalo or a bison burger there, which is dank, and like some dudes or a group of dudes decide they want to jack my bison burger,
Yeah.
I'll be their bitch, but I'm not gonna fight them, and they won't fight me. They're just gonna be like, and I'll be like,
But you know
Right.
what? This anthropologist guy, James Sussman, the dude who I listened to, he was saying that back then we actually had a reverse perspective on it. Whereas now, like if I ask you for something and you don't want to give it to me, I have to respect that you don't want to give it to me. Like our society gives the benefit of the doubt to the person who has more resources. You know what I mean? As to whether they want to share it or not. And he was saying back in those days, actually, you were obligated to share those resources. So you wouldn't have felt as bad about it if other people were like, give me some of your buffalo. You would have culturally been kind of indoctrinated to think, oh, I should share the buffalo. But again, I was like, is this wishful thinking on Sussman's plate? Like, is that just how he
Well-
wants to think the world works?
Well, I was thinking maybe because they're so in touch with the earth and nature and like and just like all of that, because like our society, like when you read *Sapiens*, you know, everything is created by us, like you know, laws, money, all that stuff, and then that. Like money creates like scarcity and stuff, and that's what creates.
None
you
of
know,
it's elemental.
imagined
All of it's
realities.
like abstract constructs that we all have chosen to believe in.
Yeah, so maybe because they were so in touch with the earth and just sort of living in accordance with nature, maybe they just had a natural sort of outlook of abundance.
I think that's what he was saying. That's
Yeah.
really well put.
Yeah.
And I think he thinks that society actually created this scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
That they're like training us every day to believe that there's not enough,
Right.
even if there is abundance.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's
So that they can get us to work more and more and just be little ants.
California is sort of an outlier that taps into that mentality because California has natural geographic separations, the hottest desert in the world, gigantic mountains. Imagine ancient peoples trying to traverse
Water
those.
on the other side.
Water on the other side, never going to happen. And the geography was so rich that there would be strong pockets of tribes that had enough resources. They had dank ass pine cones, they had dank oysters on the coast. They didn't need to go out and get other resources. There was not scarcity. And there was also no need for empire building. You go south to like Mexico, you have the Aztecs doing bloodletting and sacrifices, a more violent culture, right? They're going in and raiding other villages because the resources they need to feed that machine. And then you look at the Huns. So there are cultural things, but they're all dictated by like geography and what you have.
The luck of your situation.
Yeah, the Huns are on the Eurasian steppe. There's nothing there. They need to move. It needs to be a mobile culture. So this guy's probably right in certain scenarios, like ancient California, where it's plush, but if it's an arid climate or something like that, you're probably going to have more warfaring.
But then I think
people.
I think like John Maynard Keynes said, like he was like, okay, in 2030, because of technology, we'll be able to level the playing field and everybody will have access to everything, and you won't have to work as much because there will be so much access. But now we work more than we did before we had like all the technology.
Yuval makes the same point. He's like, yeah, we have to go to work 8 hours, come home, cook dinner, clean up, do all that shit. It's probably a 16-hour day. Where back in the day, it's a nice lifestyle. You're outside, you're doing work, you're using your hands, you're supporting your family.
Agrarian.
It's agrarian lifestyle. You're connecting with loved ones by a fire and downtime, so there's more of a communal feel that goes into that sharing maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you cut yourself or get a splinter or something fucking hits you, you're dead. Infection.
Well, that's the thing. I do think it was the one part I'll agree on. Maybe it wasn't brutish, but it was short.
And it was brutal.
Life was short.
Yeah. Unforgiving for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
It's interesting shit. It's something that I'd love to fucking take a nice baby rib
Nasty,
of a joint.
brutish, and short.
Yeah.
That's the quote. Nasty was the first word. How did I forget nasty?
Life was nasty.
Nasty's a word,
Gushy
dude.
stuff. Give me that.
Dude, that
What
dude's
does he-
nasty.
What does he mean?
I think he meant.
I think it's gross.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah. That's why when anyone ever says, hey, what time period want to travel back to? I'd be like, none. Fucking stinks.
Yeah, I do ask you that, yeah. Everyone's got bad.
Everyone stinks.
Yeah.
City living is the
Everyone
big spread of disease,
stinks.
though.
Yeah.
Right.
Dumping shit and excrement in the streets,
Well, that's
plumbing.
Whenever I watch a movie from like 1800s, 1700s, I'm like, man, everyone must stink.
I think the same.
yeah.
There was a 3-story high manure pile in Manhattan
Ew.
in the like 1800s.
What if they smelled better because they were eating natural food and stuff like that, though? Does our
Probably.
stink come from,
Probably.
from eating processed foods and from,
Yeah.
yeah.
But still stinks.
Because if you're in the ocean all the time,
Yeah.
eating oysters and fish all the time,
I think it still stinks.
you think so?
Oysters?
Yeah.
I can't get behind
What about
oysters,
a little
bro.
natural sun goddess smelling like
Ooh.
a flower?
That sounds
Goddess
nice.
of Apollo.
Ooh.
Dude, when you smell a little bit but not too much and it smells good?
Right.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
like...
Pheromones, bro.
Mhm. Dude, Black Widow, did you watch that?
No, I didn't
No.
see it yet.
The bad guy, clearly based on Harvey Weinstein.
Whoa.
Yeah, pheromones is part of how he controls people.
Really?
Mhm.
Interesting.
Like if girls...
He like sprays pheromones on people?
Right,
Poison
so
ivy.
I'm just going to spoil it. But basically, the girls who are his assassins can't hurt him because he emits these pheromones that make them like unable to do bad things to him.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think that was like a metaphor for Harvey Weinstein's power or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Call,
and
good
and
call.
the shield of protection that he had from his handlers and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know. Good
Interesting.
movie though,
Yeah.
dude.
Good action sequences.
Good action. The first one's the best. The first action sequence is the best. David Harbour's hilarious and Rachel Weisz is always great.
Yes.
Dude, Florence Pugh.
Who's that again?
Dude,
What's she
she's
from?
it. She's in Midsummer, which I've never seen.
Okay.
Little
Good picture.
Women,
Okay,
which
yeah.
she smashes.
Yeah.
And in Wrestling with My Family.
We haven't seen that, but I want to watch.
Good movie.
All right, I'm in.
I think
Zach Braff's GF.
and she dates Zach Braff, which is like-
Really?
dude. I was
Isn't she, like,
pissed. I was
28?
pissed about it. I go, Chris,
She's
this is
like 23.
ridiculous. Why is she dating Zach Braff? And my brother said the funniest thing. He goes, dude, if you wanted to like go kill Zach Braff, he was like, I'd probably be down.
Dude. Amazing, bro. Listen to the Garden State soundtrack while you drive there.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie, dude. Great movie. Introduced me to the Shins.
Yeah, good soundtrack.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, I don't like the Shins.
No, that's not your speed.
It's not your. Yeah, it's not for you, dude.
Dude, when-
Shins can
Yeah,
suck
bro.
my
Dude,
dick.
hey, yo, the sound guy at Improv was like, "What music do you want to come out to?" I was like, Talking Heads Naive. This must be the place. And he go, what does Chad want to come to? I go, Kenny Loggins. I'm free. And dude,
Did I come up to that?
And he goes, "Are you serious? Or are you joking around?" I go, "No, I'm dead serious." He thought I was pranking you. I go,
Really?
"No, I'm not pranking you." I'm like, that's what I want to come out to.
If you brought me out to the Shins, dude, I would have walked right off
bro.
stage.
No, I couldn't do you like that.
I would've been
Yeah.
like, this is a dedicated to Simone Biles.
Shins
Walk
is
off
by
the stage.
yourself
Yeah.
music, dude.
Yeah.
I imagine a Shins concert is everyone just puts in headphones and listens to it like on their
right.
own.
I don't like folk music. I don't like slow
Oh, I love it.
folk
dude.
music.
I love
You
folk
do?
music.
I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
it.
dude, it makes me so depressed. I
great.
hate it. Whenever I hear it,
I'm with you.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
don't like folk music? Wow.
Dude, whenever I hear
You like Jimmy Eat World?
That's not.
Dude, if I'm hanging out with a girl and she
Fucking
puts on
rock.
like folk music,
Take it back.
if I'm hanging out with a girl, she puts on like folk music, I'm like, you just killed my mood. Like I'm no longer gonna be horny. You put on the Shins, and I just do a burnout.
I like
respect
folk music,
that.
but I like the opposite of folk music too. I watched that Woodstock '99 doc, and
Yeah.
like, dude, Limp Bizkit and Korn.
Oh, so good.
Because I loved them when I was in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I think they suck. But
Yeah.
watching them perform again, I was like, I get why people think it's dumb. I was like, this music rips,
It's-
dude. I was
rocks.
fired up. I was
Fucking
screaming the
rocks.
lyrics to break stuff.
Dude, my
Yeah.
boys
all over my place.
I love to rock. Dude.
in middle school, they saw
Just one of
Korn
those days.
at the Arrowhead Pond, dude. All about he said, and they're like,
I was there at Family Values tour, dude.
yeah, dude, they went. I didn't get the invite. Fucking still think about it this day.
Sorry, man.
And thank you, dude. And their parents had club seats, so it would have been a nice view. It really would have ripped. And they were like, yeah, dude, we fucking, my boy Cameron, one of the guys, yeah, dude, there was tons of people smoking weed. We smelled it, and I think probably we got high. We might even still be high. This was on Monday, and I was like, I was in middle school, and I was like, probably maybe they are high. And that'd be fucking cool if they're still high right now, and I didn't get that experience.
Dude, he was a punk during a Fred Durst. He came out. He was like, "Yo, y'all suck, Orange County." He's like, "This security guard's being an asshole, so we're out." And he left after like
Whoa.
20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. He was a punk.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, did not know like Bruce Springsteen work ethic, like, you know,
Yeah, that's not
social
cool.
contract, obligation to deliver. None of that.
Yeah.
He just was like,
People paid their hard fucking earned dollars to come see you and
maybe
and
because it was
rock
Orange
out.
County, and so it was all
That's true, dude.
spoiled country club.
Dude, kids' dads
Yeah.
fucking invested those dollars really smartly so they could
Yeah.
go fucking see that.
Dude, I love to rock. I love heavy metal. I love like house, just stuff that's really high energy that just gets me amped. I don't like. I've never listened to music to be chill, ever.
Yeah.
I do not like.
It's a vehicle to get you amped.
Yes,
Always.
exactly. Yeah. If people are like, yeah, let's listen to some.
Yeah. What are you doing? You want to just take a break real quick? Yeah, let's just take a
Yeah, let's
break.
take
Then we'll do questions.
Let's take a break. Yeah,
All right, keep going.
yeah. People are like, yeah, I just put on some. Like, you love Frank Ocean.
This is the best.
I listen to Frank Ocean. I'm like,
No, it's not for you.
I'm like, this is the most boring shit I've ever
Dude,
heard.
I just want to film you. I just want to watch. I don't want you to know I'm watching, and I just want to watch you listen to Frank Ocean.
Oh, dude, just
Yeah.
kill me. I'll just be sitting there. I'm like, when is this gonna end?
It's contemplative.
My
Yeah.
wife puts it on Coffee House on Sirius.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck this music.
But it gets me amped. I get amped.
Really?
Yeah, because I take a lot of joy out of feeling sad feelings.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Like to
right.
me, there's something very like cathartic about it, and kind of like I feel connected to the world. So I
Yeah.
get more like I'll work out to that.
Yeah.
It gets me pretty pumped up. But I do understand it is like bummer music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind sad, but just like,
Needs a little
Has
more
some
horsepower
life to
behind
it,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. You need some
Yeah.
heavy guitar.
I need a distorted guitar.
Well, dude,
for
you're a
sure.
San
Yeah.
Diego dude, bro. Do you like Social D? Do you like Social Distortion?
Yeah.
I think their lyrics are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Sublime?
No.
You don't like Sublime?
I like
I hate
Sublime.
Sublime. Overplayed.
Yeah, well, especially in that. I mean,
Yeah.
from like '94 to like '99, it was
To today.
Ubiquitous.
Overplayed. Yeah.
yeah. But do you? Where's Jimmy Eat World from? They're from Jersey.
No, Mesa, Arizona.
Ah, okay. So they're kind of similar to San Diego vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about like when I listen to Social Distortion, I feel like I can tell they're from close to where I'm from.
Yeah.
When I listen to them, and Sublime a little bit, but a little bit less. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Long Beach.
Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we will be at the Brea Improv this Friday, August 20th, 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets at breaimprov.com for the Four Horsemen of the Chillpocalypse. It's going to be an amazing show. If you're in the SoCal area, come to Brea, check us out. It's going to be legit. What up? We are also brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeved, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean. If you groom below the waist, Performance Package 4.0 is an essential purchase. And good news for our international listeners, their life-changing products are now available in Canada, the UK, Europe, Australia, South Africa, Singapore, the whole world. You get the Lawnmower 4.0, the trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant and Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag. What? Yes. And the 4.0 trimmer is just incredible. You got this massive LED light so you can see your dick in high def or your vagina. You got the Weed Whacker for the nose hair trimmer. It's like having Derrick Henry run through tough nose and ear hairs. It's crazy. And the Weed Whacker also has a 9,000 RPM motor powered 360-degree rotary dual blade system. And the best thing about Manscaped is that you won't cut or nick in your pubal region. I'm talking about your dink. So if you want to get on that train, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. If your significant other is nagging you about how much time you put into your fantasy team, you might as well give them some beautiful balls with Manscaped. We're also brought to you by the legends at Rumple. Rumple, thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast. What up? Rumple is on a mission to introduce the world to better blankets. So if you're on a surf or ski trip through California, Rumple's founders, or this is how they found him. They were on a surf and ski trip through California, and they found themselves stuck in the back of their van in sub-zero temperatures. They were chugging whiskey, and they had a crazy idea. The sleeping bag blanket came into their domes, and now the Rumple original puffy blanket is here to help the environment, here to keep you warm. You don't just need it for camping, guys. I mean, you could take it to the beach, to the van, in a van, at a music festival. You'd also be just chilling at home with your significant other, just, cuddling and just getting nice and warm and watching, some streaming networks. And you can be like, wow, thank you, Rumple, for keeping me warm as I snuggle with my significant other. And not only are these blankets durable and warm, but they're made from 60 discarded plastic bottles. And Rumple donates 1% of revenue to beach-friendly nonprofits like Save the Waves. So if you get down with Rumple, you're also giving back. It's a win-win with Rumple, and you're staying warm. And whoever you're getting warm with is gonna be like, wow, what a great sleeping bag blanket. And you're like, yeah, it's Rumple. So if you want to get on that train, go to rumple.com and enter code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. They're water resistant, packable into their own stuffed sack. They're unlike any other. Check them out. I love them. I watched Air Force One with a lady with one. It was awesome. So go to rumple.com, enter code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. That's Rumple, RUMPL.com with code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. All right. And we're also brought to you by Fruit Smash, of course, guys. If you're going to drink hard seltzer, if you want to smash hard seltzer shame, drink Fruit Smash. They're the best in the biz. I love Fruit Smash. We love Fruit Smash. Highly, highly recommend if you're going to get into the fruit seltzer or the hard seltzer game. So that's what's up. And also check out our merch at shopcgd.com. You can get beer bongs, cool shirts, repping Stoke Nation. Check it out, shopcgd.com. All right, back to the show.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different vibe there. Mm-hmm. All right, a question about MILFs for the pod. Sup, bros? I would appreciate anonymity. As a dude in his late 20s who is recently single and back in the dating game, I was hoping for some tips on dating hot moms. Obviously, moms need the D, but I always get intimidated when it comes to pulling the trigger on talking to a smoke show MILF, even when she shows interest in me. I am a gentleman. I would seriously consider dating the right girl whether or not she had kids. But do some moms just want to smash? Can MILFs be FWB? Acronym for Friends with Benefits.
No.
Thanks for the sage advice. A respectfully Randy bro.
Yeah, I think you're thinking too much. They're ladies. It's a lady, you know. She needs romance too, just because she's a mom, you know. I mean, obviously be respectful of her kids and all that stuff, but you know, I don't think you should. I don't think you should. I think it's maybe even disrespectful to treat her differently because she's a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, take her out, get some sushi, and make some nice conversation.
Yeah, I agree with you. Except in Jerry Maguire when Rod Tidwell's like, "Did you shoplift the pootie?"
Right.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "I did not shoplift the pootie." And then he
Right.
stares, like, pulls his sunglasses down. Then he goes, "I shoplifted the pootie."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would just be nice. Just be super nice.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, be respectful. Don't ingratiate yourself into her family life if you don't see yourself going that route. But yeah, I don't think there's any harm in dating them. But I don't know. I don't know if you would date them. It seems to me like you just want to smash.
Yeah.
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 Just from your tone and where you seem like you're at in your life. Not that you're a bad guy, but I think you're probably just more looking for experience. So I would just be honest with yourself about what your motives are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, MILFs are people too. You know, she's a person before
We
she's
were all
a MILF.
raised by MILFs, dude. We know.
Totally.
Yeah, he's 100%, dude. They got thoughts, feelings, jobs, the whole deal.
Totes.
You know, so just be mindful of that, and yeah, dude, maybe you'll get mauled by a coug, but just don't do it by, I don't know, going out and harming the forest that coug lives in.
Nice, dude.
Mhm.
Dude, nice analogy.
That was well put, dude.
Thank you.
I recently started officially dating my boyfriend, and I'm super stoked about it. We have been long distance since the beginning of the relationship and are moving to the same place in about a month, so we currently have to travel in order to see each other. He has helped and encouraged me to grow up a bit from being a hardcore party girl and get my shit together. I really love him so much and appreciate everything he's done for me, but for some reason I still get super nervous and shy around him. Part of me is almost embarrassed of my past actions and don't want him to see that side of me. Do you have any advice for me to be at peace with showing all sides of me to him and generally being more comfortable being vulnerable? I think once we live in the same place, it will be a lot easier. However, I want to continue to grow our relationship in the meantime. This is also my first relationship ever, so I'm a little out of my comfort zone. Oh, dude, you're fine, man. It's nice you're shy and nervous around him. It means you care. I think that's fucking cute.
Yeah.
I get the same way. If I really like someone, we all get that way. I think it's you'll get over it over time. You'll settle into it. But I think for now, just don't judge yourself too much for it. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I've been involved with girls who like are too cool or too guarded, and I guess if you're playing like the attraction game, where you're trying to like do all that, whatever that is, that's something. But you're in a relationship now, I think it's, be intimate. Don't be afraid to be intimate, and I think you'll appreciate it. I wouldn't, maybe don't go too heavy on it. Don't sort of overload him with a lot of stuff. But I think don't be afraid to show who you are. That's why don't forget he chose to date you, so he's chosen you. So, bring yourself to the relation, and I guarantee when he sees who you really are, he'll just get more fired up.
Are they moving in together or just to the same town?
Let me double check.
Hopefully not moving in.
Yeah.
Will not get easier.
Yeah, you moved in after what,
To the
6
same
years?
place in about
Yeah,
a month.
I'm a slow roller. Okay, same place. Into the same place.
Mhm.
Or place, like...
It's
city.
hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. I think
it's
she would have
city.
specified if it was same place, like same physical
Yeah, because
apartment.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, if it's the same physical apartment, these feelings, I would say, do not move in yet. Like, you need to know each other a
Yeah.
little bit more, dude. Like, yes, I want you to have that, like, fun energy and butterfly tingles around him, but not due to nerves and him really knowing you. I feel like
Yeah.
you should really know each other before. But, I mean, that's dank, dude. Go have some fun. Chill.
Yeah,
Rage. Let them know that you like to rage, dude. Don't hide yourself, dude. Show yourself to the world, dude.
totally.
Don't have to be ashamed for anything, dude. Unless
Yeah.
you pulled a hit and run and didn't leave your number.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to tell on that front because I don't know what the specific behavior was. Like, if you just got drunk and you were like dancing wild or something like that, that's no big deal. But if you like make like real mistakes when you're drunk, then I would say, be honest about that side of yourself. But I wouldn't be in a rush to do that stuff again. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
you like to go circuit boarding. Do you know what circuit boarding is?
No.
No.
Some of our bros used to do this. This is a terrible thing to do. They'd get fucked up and they think it'd be funny to go around to people's houses.
Can I tell you something? You doing this even as a bad thing that you shouldn't do?
Yeah.
Kids are going to do this if they hear this.
Fuck, you're right. Should I tell them what it is?
I wouldn't.
All right, I'm not going to say it. Don't do it. If you know what it is and you find out and you're really eager to know and you look it up, don't do it. It isn't funny.
Circuit boarding is when they would go over to people's houses and they would do free landscaping work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Circuit boarding is this thing where you go to an elderly home and you help people get affiliated with like computers and stuff and circuit boards and all that type of thing.
It's like a technology class for old people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you spend time with them and you listen to their stories. And
Our friends were way out of line to do that drunk.
Yeah, because they were fucked up and they weren't really listening to the elderly stories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also people who, back in the day, plugged in different phone lines.
Yeah.
Like, hook me up to the operator. That they're like, oh, just let me get to the circuit board.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was that game Operation when you play it with like your young nephew or niece at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, your stokeness? I'm from the Great White North, and life is pretty solid for the most part. I'm a hockey player who will get drafted to the NHL in 2022 if all goes well. Let's go, dude. That being said, this past season I got to play junior hockey, where I was one of the youngest on the team, and was so blessed to create bonds with new brothers. One of my tightest boys on the team is our captain, and is 2 years older than me, but has a sister my age. Most on the team are from all around Canada and the US. But this guy just so happens to live about 10 minutes from me. Me and him got really close and loved to party together and always have each other's back. He often hosts parties, and that's given me the chance to meet his sister, who I've always sort of known mutually, but never too well. This past weekend I hosted a party and he happened to be away. Me and his sister ended up hooking up. I feel really shitty about it because as much as she's a totally awesome chick, he's my brother. I really do think I have feelings for her, and I know she does for me too, but I don't want to lose him as a friend. She told me after we hooked up that he told her he would kill us both if she hooked up with me. Oh no, dude. Yikes. Oh no. She told you after you guys hooked up? Yeah. Which makes me feel like an absolute dirtbag. At the moment, I don't think he knows yet, but word always gets out regardless, and I refuse to lie to the boys. Well, that's good. I'm absolutely lost and have no idea what to do. Thanks for the input. I really appreciate it. God bless.
Shit, dude.
Dude, I was going to tell you if it was like a one-off to like just not tell him and you two just get sworn to secrecy. You know, if you could keep it as a one-off. But I do think it's more noble what you're saying, that to be honest. I think that's makes you a bigger, stronger person. Dude, I don't know. I don't think you should date this person if your boy is that fired up about it. I think you got to kind of respect his boundaries on it. I don't know. Is that...
I don't know. I would have to gauge the level of feeling.
It seems like he likes... This guy doesn't sound like a D-bag either. He
Yeah.
sounds like a pretty... He says he likes her.
Yeah.
I kind of take him at his word. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if he wants to date her, then the brother's going to come around. You know, he might not like it at first. He might be like, fuck that. But then that's his issue at that point.
Yeah.
And his sister's got to tell him, yo, what are you talking about? I can date whoever the hell I want.
Yeah,
It
look
happens
at-
in sports a lot, too.
Look at Paul and Mia. Brian and Mia, Fast and the Furious. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Dom's a tough cookie to crack.
And he gave him the ultimate... He said, if you break her heart, I'll break your neck.
Yeah, and it's like... But he was persistent. He was respectful. And he was like, no, I love Mia. And he went the whole way with her. So,
Yep.
you know, I would watch... here's what I would do for this guy. I would watch Fast and the Furious and assess your next move.
It's a great call.
Do you want her making your tuna sandwiches? Or do you want to make her a tuna sandwich?
Mm.
It's a big question.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Do you want to eat a knuckle sandwich from her brother?
Dude.
Jason Taylor, the DN for the Dolphins. Get that, boys. Get it. Bounce it. Jason Taylor from the Dolphins married Zach Thomas's sister, his linebacker. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
But then you look at Scarface. And, you know, Tony clearly had some incestual
Yeah.
feelings towards his sister, but he kills his best friend for marrying his sister.
Right.
For marrying her, too. Yeah. Which is kind of a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Make sure this guy's not Tony Montana.
I need more psychology on your
Yeah.
teammate and captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he seems like he's coming in pretty hot.
He does.
Yeah.
He does seem like he might be on cocaine.
Yeah, he
kill
might be
you
coked up.
both.
If this dude's coked up, it's a headache, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe send him to rehab and then start dating her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe recommend therapy, and then after he's done a couple months, be like, by the way,
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly, dude.
I'm dating your sister.
Yeah.
But dude, as long as your feelings are true and you're being respectful of her, I think that's what he should care about the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if you take her on nice dates, you know, you're not just like hooking up where it's like, hey man, would you mind if I took your dinner out to, if I took your sister out to, you know, Buca di Beppo?
That's a great call.
If someone asked me if they could take my sister out to Buca di Beppo, I'd be like, as long as you order the fusilli.
Amen, dude.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
family style
It's a good order.
dining. Families eat there.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to make with his sister by boning her.
Right. Yeah. Is that what we want to say?
No. No. But I mean, down the road, he wants to. He shouldn't say
Yeah.
that to her.
I think they did. They already. I'm
They've,
kind of.
I think that is what we want to say.
I mean, they're making a
No.
family. He's in it for the long haul. You don't
Yeah.
just make a family.
I
and
don't know
abandon
if
them.
he's there yet.
I think he's there.
He
You might be
likes
right.
her. He likes her. But
Oh.
is he going to go on the road with the buddy and hook up with other gals in other cities?
Well, think
He
about
better not.
That's
I
what
thi-
I'm saying.
I think the brothers should think about it this way. You know, does he just want some schmuck dating his sister?
It's going to
you
be
know?
some schmuck. It might as well be the schmuck you know.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
a
dude.
schmuck you
And it's your
respect.
friend.
Who gets the rigatoni?
But is there something
gets
about
And he
family
respects
style
the guy a
rigatoni.
lot. Like he calls him his brother and his captain. Like he speaks about him in pretty
Yeah.
respectful terms.
Yeah,
Dude, this
I'd be
just-
fired up.
I just did a total 180.
Nice.
What if the brother actually knows who this guy is and this guy's man the danning us right now?
Whoa.
And he's actually a weasel.
And that's why. he
And
doesn't
that's why
want
the
to
brother doesn't like him. Because
be- It's possible.
if I had a sister who was, my sister's older than us, so, you know, she's married now. But JT, if you were going to date my sister, I would love that. I know you're good at
Really?
making love. You'd be at all the family gatherings. We'd have a nice time. It'd be the fucking bomb.com, dude.
If your sister came up to you and was like, "I'm dating JT," what would you say to her?
I would say, fuck yeah, dude.
And would you
I would
comment
say
on his
if you guys break up, I'll kill you both.
Would you comment on his lovemaking?
Oh, I wouldn't need to. I would just look at her and I go, hmm? And she'd go, yeah. And I go, let's go tell mom.
Well, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, I'd be
Thanks,
honored.
dude. Yeah.
Just the way you dance alone says it all. But this guy,
She's married and has a kid now, but I'll text her later.
yeah, dude, definitely do it.
I'm kidding. How's it going, Kate?
But
It's
keep
good
in
to-
mind, didn't the sister said
Hello.
that her brother. Is she just assuming that he would kill him?
He said it. He said
Yeah,
he
he
would.
said I'll kill you.
The guy said it.
Yeah.
He said I'll kill you if you two ever hook up.
He said that
I'll
to
kill you
him.
both. He said to his sister. To his sister.
Oh, it's about specifically this guy?
Yeah.
So maybe he's a weasel, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Maybe
kind
he's a
of think the
weasel
brother's
or
a psycho.
yeah, or like,
Mhm.
why even say that?
He probably saw
These-
the writing on the wall. Yeah, he probably
Right.
saw them flirting a little bit.
They're like looking at each other. He's like, if you guys fuck, I'll kill you.
I mean, sexual tension is like unmistakable. I got like a good radar for that. Like I can always see when two people got
Yeah.
vibes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm rarely surprised when like people hook up. You can just tell. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think like the brother spotted this early. Then he was like, "That's a no go." But it's interesting that he said it to the sister and not to the friend.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? Maybe he just didn't even want to go there with the friend. Like, it's just too awkward to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. What up, Savants of Stoke? This is Heart Crushing Boke. My squad from high school has maintained a tight relationship, even though I go to a different college nowadays. A couple months ago, I was informed by one of my dogs that one of the squad members has enacted in some bone sessions with another member's ex-GF when we all got together for Halloween. It was mind-boggling for me as the two bros have been best buds since coming out of the womb, and he decided to confess a few months after moving in with each other. It was absolutely gut-wrenching news, and I haven't been able to look at the schmoll the same anymore. I happened to be in town slugging beers for the weekend with them, and was also told to keep an eye out for how he acts around another home slice's soon-to-be ex-girlfriend. Sure enough, he was hitting on her the whole night, and it came to my knowledge that it was a normal occurrence. The past couple months he's been sneaking around with her, and he thinks he's completely oblivious, but we all know, and I think he's starting to realize. Finding out all this at once crushed me, as he was one of my really good buddies in high school, and I thought to be a best friend for life. My buddies that live with him and decided to boke him, but I'm in a weird place because he never wronged me, but he created too much hate for him. Does that all make sense? I constantly think about choking him out as he has a weak, chokeable neck, kind of like a flimsy piece of cardboard. I'm torn up about this situation, but I think the only justifiable thing to do is to leave him in the dust with his demented mentality of hooking up with the exes of his best bros, as it would be a disservice to my friends that got blatantly backstabbed. I'd appreciate any advice on how to let him know that I'm aware of what has happened and that I no longer want to associate with him. Love you guys and thanks for making my weeks better with the pod. P.S. Is becoming attracted to ladies that your friends boned a real fetish, or is this guy just effed up in the head? No, it's a real fetish, dude. I know guys who got that. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird when your buddy has it. You're just kind of like, because it's like all the girlfriends like look and are totally different. So you're like, it's not like a type. You're just like, you got some like prima nocta stuff like hardwired into your system.
Yeah, it's definitely a psyche thing.
I think it comes from having overbearing fathers. I swear.
Might be right. I think
That's
what he's
just based
got
off
to do,
my sample.
you have to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude. I mean, look, dude. This guy's got. This guy's not a fucking chiller, dude. This is unacceptable stuff. He's out, bro. He's out. What I would do is, this is so beautifully written. Make him. What you need to do?
Send him the email.
No, don't even send him. Write a play, a Greek tragedy, where this guy gets killed by all of his boys, like Caesar style. And they're all in robes and stuff, and you go to an amphitheater and perform it in like your community.
Yeah.
And he goes to watch it, and then at the end you just what do you think?
Right.
And the way he responds to that, he'll be like, "Oh no, I didn't get it. Like, why? It seems like his friends are all backstabbers." It's like, no, you're the backstabber. Use art, dude, to send the message.
That's fire, dude.
I used to do. I'd always show my dad movies that were like built around things I was trying to say to him. Then one time my dad got it. I showed him The Squid and the Whale, and afterwards he went, "That was a good movie. I know why you showed it to me. It was nice." Maybe this friend. So you got to show this friend, like Shame.
Yeah, you get yes.
Like that movie where Michael Fassbender can't stop fucking.
Big time.
And he goes on a bender at the end of sex, a sexual descent into his own misery. Then be like, "Hey, bro, you're like him." And then he'll be like, "No, I'm not." And he'll be like, "No, you're not. Michael Fassbender's the shit, but you got his same weakness." Yeah.
I think it's the right move.
Yeah, dude, I think you got to cut this. I would send him. Yeah, I think I like what you're saying, but I might just send him the email. Like, "Hey, bro, I wrote this into a pod. This is what I think about you.
Yeah.
I think you need to assess where you're at in your life and see if you could." But honestly, dude, I don't know. We had a friend who was like that, and no one ever talked to him about it. We just kind of took space.
Yeah.
You just don't hang out with him as
Kicked him
much.
out of our fantasy league.
Right.
No, but don't. He could listen to
Oh yeah,
this.
you're right. Fuck.
Are you nuts?
I am nuts. Sorry. I've had 2 smashes. I pissed in the middle of the thing. I'm out of control right now.
He's gonna hear.
I'm out of control.
He's gonna hear this.
I think.
Are you even gonna drink that smash?
Yeah. Sorry. But
I think. Yeah, I like coming at it with art. You know. Maybe make a music video.
that's
Just to
good.
expand on it. You know. Of you like passionately. Just dancing. And so it really hits him home. Like, wow, you learned this whole choreography just to send me this message, and you're like, yeah.
Recreate the Rick Astley "Never Gonna Give You Up" video, starring yourself,
Yeah.
and then at the very end is you just standing there with your arms crossed and saying, "All that except the opposite."
Nice.
So what do you think about if a friend wants to? What if a friend hooked up with a girl like once, like a year ago, and he's into other girls at this time? Is it okay to hook up with that girl?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless he's like really attached, but
Yeah, it's always good to maybe ask for permission or something like that.
yeah, I think so. But that seems like a different case. If it's an ex-girl,
That's what I did.
that's what you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, it's about feelings.
But I
Yeah.
called the dude. I didn't know we were gonna make out the first night, and then I called him and I was like, "Hey, like, is it okay if I go out with her again?"
Yeah. I think that's cool. But yeah, ex-girlfriend though.
Yeah, especially if they've been dating a while. They got history.
Oh, dude, I would be livid.
One of our boys, dude, Daniel's good bro, legend. This is a positive story, so I know I've been a little bit of a baby rattler on this pod today, but I was like had no game with this one girl, and like wanted to hook up with like mac and cheese. This was back in my single days. Mac and cheese like one time, and then like a year later, like not even close, 6 months, a year later, she was all over our boy Daniels, and Daniels is the fucking man, dude. He's married now, happily married. This is back in his single days, and he comes up to me and goes, "Yo, Strider, dude, she's all over me right now. Like, I just want to just let you know, like, if it's all cool with you, like, I'd probably like just down if I go for it." And I'm shamed for myself, but I was like, "Yeah, dude, that would kind of hurt my feelings." And he
No, that
didn't.
was big of you, to be honest.
I was honest. Thank you. Thank you.
That was big of you.
But in hindsight now, well, now that I've moved on, it like doesn't matter at all. I'm like, I wish he would have had a nice night, but he was a good bro. He goes, all right, bro, no
Yeah.
worries. Let's go grab a fucking beer.
That's legit.
And we
I
did.
love that.
It was so legit.
It was really
yeah,
nice.
that's very legit. Daniel's just a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not cool, man. He's got to be booked. I mean, you know, you could take space, or you could tell him outright, be like, we know what you've been doing. You're booked. See ya, never. Don't join us next time we go to the arcade. Go fuck yourself. But, or you could just take space. But I would just get out of this dude's zone.
100. Chad, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is the malaise that I've been feeling over the past couple of weeks. But okay, so I was gonna make this my legend, but I already have 2 legends and babes. I already have a legend and babe. So this is kind of like going. So I've been feeling some malaise over the past few weeks. But then my beef is with that. But then Saturday, I'd gone to therapy a couple times, like real therapy, but I found the best therapy there is. I watched a cool movie with cool dudes. I watched The Devil's Own with Brad Pitt and Harrison Ford, and I was like, these are 2 cool fucking dudes. And then I just got fired up, and it lifted me out of my funk. And I realized the best therapy, if you're a dude struggling right now, just like with a little bit of sadness, maybe some heartache, whatever, watch some cool dudes. Watch Ocean's 11, and it will inspire you.
Point Break.
Watch Point Break,
Yep.
and then you'll be like, oh, I'm just here to have fun. Life is fun. Why am I getting so tripped up on the past? Like I'm on a journey. I can do whatever I want. This is awesome. Especially because I'm watching Brad Pitt do that right now. So, yeah, that's my. It's kind of it's more of a legend, but I just like. Yeah, that just really fired me up. And then Harrison Ford, you just watch Harrison Ford, and then
I know.
you'll feel good. That's
Yeah,
the best
he's the
therapy
best.
there is.
He's
Yeah.
so cool.
If I was a therapist, I would be like, yeah, you should watch. I think you should watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's a good movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's very cool in it.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford having an earring is cool.
There is a
Yeah.
lot to. I mean, dude, watching people be cool, it's inspiring. And then they,
Yeah.
they're typically pretty light in those things, and they handle things with like kind of like a. They got so many problems coming at them, and they just kind of deal with them as they come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes you feel like it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with losing at softball.
You guys have been doing a lot of that, right?
It's not just I mean, it's my other team as well. I've collectively lost 7 games in a row now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
bro.
It's pretty rough.
Are you pitching in every one of those games?
Every one of those games.
What's going on?
It's not me. I'll tell you what. We're just not hitting. Neither of my teams are hitting.
You're not taking any responsibility as the pitcher?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
It's softball.
I'm throwing strikes. Like I'm not walking
Yeah.
people. So like, yeah, it's just a matter of. It's not even like our defense behind. It's just we're not hitting.
Right.
On either team. So.
You guys gonna bounce out of it this Thursday? I'm coming to the game.
You're going on Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs.
I think I might have to roll out.
You should.
Yeah, I'll be there. Are you gonna let Joe play?
Yeah, it's outdoors. I mean.
Okay.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
transmissible really by touch or anything like that.
Yeah.
When is it? Next Thursday?
This Thursday.
Yeah, Chad, you got to come. It was really fun going to
It's
the last
fun.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to go. Yeah. I might have plans though.
We'll see. I got to travel the
You got a
next day.
date?
Yeah.
Hey, go on the date. It's the best.
Bring your date to the softball game
Dude.
with a smoothie.
I don't know if I can handle my date seeing Joe hit bangers. Though.
You're right.
Hit dingers.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I think bringing a girl to your friend's softball league game is probably the best place for a date. I'm serious. Dude, I was thinking it's like I had to stay home this weekend. Like I made myself stay home because if I'm around people, I get this weird impulse where I'm like, if I'm around people, I'm like, I need to go work on something. I need to like build something, or I'm like, or I need to go on a date. It's like it sets that off in me.
Mhm.
Yeah. But then if I'm by myself, I can kind of chill.
Dude, you
Yeah.
should revisit that article. We read it for this podcast a long time ago, and I really think about it a lot to this day. It was about like when you're on vacation or when you're having you time or me time, like really separating yourself, because we always, when we're on like our time off, we're just thinking about our time that we have to get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
and it said some good stuff that will.
Okay,
I
I'll
forget what it
revisit.
was. You sent it a long time, like maybe a year ago. I'll try to find it
I'll
and
check
send it to
out.
you.
Let's go. Who's your beef of the week?
Okay, my beef of the week is with, because I've been watching the Olympics, and it reminded me of this one dude, but there's dudes that are like this, that fucking, they show up, it's like you're at a party or something, and it's like someone's boy rolls through, and they're like, what up, dude? My name's freaking Tanner, and I'm like on the Olympic trial, like I'm like a sub-in on the Olympic kayak team.
Mm-hmm.
I kayak good, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you kayaking, dude. Like, if you're good at a mainstream sport, I'm fired up on it. But dudes who get too fired up about peripheral sports and then hold it over me, I don't like it, dude.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't like that,
Nice.
dude.
Strong.
I don't like
Can
that.
I add to that and ask why there is a 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics?
It does seem like it's a cut below being an official sport. It's a good point.
It's half court.
Dude.
But here's the thing. I've been big on accessibility today. And is that the most accessible Olympic sport? A lot of dudes play pickup 3-on-3. And they can be,
Right.
is it akin to running from point A to point B the fastest? Like, everyone can tell that will literally be like, I will dominate every other man or woman on earth getting from here to there faster. A lot of dudes play pickup basketball and pride themselves on it.
Right. No, it's true. It's like sometimes when someone's like they're like, I worked my whole life to be the best at this sport. I'm like, that like 2,000 people play.
Yeah,
I'm
to be the
like-
best at kayaking.
Right,
I don't
I'm
give a
like-
fuck.
I'm like, it's not that you're true. You're right. Like 3-on-3 basketball, it's like, that's millions and millions of people play that. Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Uneven bars, impressive. I'll never do a backflip in my life. I'll never do a front flip.
Don't
Maybe
say
not even
that.
to a pool.
Don't say that. You will.
You think I'll be able to backflip?
Yeah, you always do this where you like put like physical limitations on yourself.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to do an Omar, a CrossFit workout we like to do when we're in Utah because of the altitude.
Yes, altitude.
But you're not even there yet.
I'm gonna be scared of it already though.
you might feel fine. Didn't you do 4 of them last month?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah, I've done 3 this month.
You're a beast.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
all
I'm
you
saying.
guys put up way better times.
Is that what you're scared of?
Yeah,
Who cares?
dude, Ferraro does it in like 12 minutes.
You'll go 2
Takes
minutes
me. My
faster.
PR is 16:10.
But I bet you go a minute or 2 faster just being around that.
in altitude.
In altitude, dude. Or everyone will be slower.
I just got to make sure. I'm just gonna buy Ferraro some drinks.
And then, dude, I wanted to
before.
play volleyball with him. I go, let's play volleyball. He goes, yeah, I'm down. I'm scared, though. I was like,
Why?
because one of us is for sure going to get hurt.
Oh, I'm
but-
gonna get her. I'm gonna tear an Achilles. Guaranteed. Achilles fucking done.
This makes me want to play you so much more. I'm like, I want to like force you to be out there now. Just
No,
to,
I
like,
could see
just to watch you get through it. Yeah.
Dude, it's my nightmare. I think about it sometimes. I sweat when I think about it. Dude, I fear that. But you're
You're a
right.
D1 athlete. You played college volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
You used to block guys who were 7 feet tall.
Yeah, they were my bitches, dude. But now I'm my body's bitch.
No, dude, you're not going out like that. All right, my beef of the week is Moby. I love his music. Great musician. He's in Woodstock 99, and he just, and I get why he's kind of like loathsome towards some of the other acts and towards the whole festival because it was a total boondoggle and people got hurt and it was nasty. But I just don't like Moby. Like when he's talking, I'm just like, dude, you sound like an asshole. He's real pretentious. He's real like holier than thou. And I don't know. It's just like, you're a good musician, but you're not like Mozart, dude. But your music's fire. Like, obviously the scene in Miami Vice when they're going on the boat and then that swing Sally up, swing Sally down. It's a good song to do.
Flower.
Push-ups too. Yeah, nice, dude. Do squats too. You hold when he says down and you go up when he says up. It burns. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember why I disliked him, but I just remember watching the movie and I wrote down Moby, beef.
Nice.
So you did something to make me mad. I don't even quite remember what it was, but yeah, I didn't like it, dude. You made me mad.
He's also a vegan.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Except, dude, my ex, I remember she did this. We were vegan for like a month together. And then
we remember
she went out with this guy that I was jealous of. And then she went out without telling me and then comes over to my place afterwards. And then she goes, "Oh, by the way, we had steak together." I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Oh, dude, that's unbelievable. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
she broke our vegan streak with this guy. I was jealous.
Oh my god!
Of. Yeah,
What a betrayal.
Oh my god!
I know, right?
And dude, you love.
I try not to say bad things about her because she was great, but that really hurt me.
She's loading
Yeah.
up on the carnitine with another.
She came over and then she did this thing. She goes, "Are you mad?" And I had to play it cool. I was like, "No, I'm not mad at all.
I'm just playing your
I'm not mad at all."
Dude,
Burning.
we still gotta go beat this guy's ass.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. They're probably gonna get married.
No, I'll fight him for you, dude.
You won't even see it coming.
He seems like a really tough dude.
Yeah. Like we're like, hey, what are you doing here? And I just just clock him in the face.
Probably ordered a petite fillet, dude. Let's go.
Nice. Thanks for the backup, dudes. That means
Let's
a lot.
fucking go, dude.
Chad, who's your babe of the week?
My babe, I have babes.
Nice, dude.
My babes are JT, Strider, Aaron, Joe, and Kevin, the squad.
Nice.
Love you guys. I mean, I was thinking about this today. We truly are living the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Having fun with your friends and getting paid to do it. I mean, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves and we work hard, but, this is, we're doing it. We're 200 episodes in, cranking it out, and I don't know, love you guys. No matter how, hard we got on ourselves or how competitive we get, looking at you, Aaron. Love you guys. So
love you too.
It's an incredible journey that we're on. So 200, but we're just getting started, baby. I'm looking at 2,000.
Amen,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Amen.
Let's go.
Follow you anywhere, brother. Let's fucking go.
Let's do
Dude.
it.
Love
Yeah.
you, dog.
Love you too.
Aaron, who's your babe of the week?
My babe of the week is Apple TV Plus.
Nice.
There's a lot of great programming out there right now.
They're crushing.
Ted Lasso's back.
Yep.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Football is life. Physical's really good. We got Rory Scovel and El Madrigal in it.
Nice.
Love it. From what's this? For All Mankind's a really good show.
With Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah, about space.
Yeah.
It's really good. They're just crushing it. Oh, Schmigadoon. Schmigadoon's really funny with Keegan-Michael Key and
Oh yeah, I've seen
And,
previous. It's the musical
Sicily.
one. The cast looks amazing. Ensemble cast.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, they're just killing it.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah.
Strider, what's your babe of the week?
Baby the Week's got to be my dank ass fiance, dude.
Nice.
And sort of akin to what Aaron's saying is we've just been crushing shows together, and she's been in summer mode and letting me know it, and I'm loving it. She's like, if it was something where we're like, hey, let's just stay in tonight. She's like, you know what? It's still light out. It's 8. Let's go for a walk. Let's go freaking just walk and talk. I'm like, I'm down. Let's fucking go. Let's go with the dog. Let's cruise. Sometimes we'll stop. I'll go, hey, Daddy wants a little IPA in here. Sit outside. She goes, yeah, get that IPA. And you know what? While you're there, go ahead and get me a nice little Pinot Gris, dude.
Nice.
And it's just been a nice little summertime, enjoying the flow. So just she's bringing the stoke and I'm picking it up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
My babe of the week is this Wheels that I rode for like 3 straight days. Every night I would park it in front of the apartment building. Anyone could take it. And then every morning I would come out hopeful that it would be there so I could ride it to my local coffee shop. And 3 mornings in a row it was there.
Nice.
And I got to develop rapport with it and cruise down the streets. Wind blowing through my hair, the sun shining on my face. And I was like, dude, this is a gift. Yeah, it was nice.
Hell
Did you give it a name?
No. I've never done that. I never named my car. Like a lot of guys name their car Betsy. I never got into that. Yeah, I'd like to. I only ever named one thing. I had a dinghy with a little outboard engine, a pretty big outboard engine actually, like 60 horsepower, and we called it the Poon Doggy. And I don't think I ever had a girl on it in the 3 years we had it.
That dog barked.
But my dad used to go over the radio when he was on his boat. He'd go, Poon Doggy, come in, Poon Doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then I'm like, hey, Dad. Yeah, I'm on the Poon Doggy.
That's why you don't name stuff. You can't top that.
No, at that point I was like, I can't. It's the only name I want to give things, and I just don't know if it's going to work. Yeah.
Dude, I feel like you guys discovered this real quick. I feel like you guys discovered like bird scooters, and you mentioned wheels and limes or whatever. But isn't there just something in the freedom of just hopping on that thing and cruising?
It's beautiful. It's the best. Dude, they go fast.
Yeah.
You do like 20 mph, it settles your brain. Like, I grew up dirt biking, so when I'm going like any speed over a walk on a thing, I just go into like a peaceful place. Yeah. Flow state or whatever they call it. And I know I'm on a scooter, but I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's really good for the waves in the head.
The scooters are lacking in Culver City, which I felt, I'm like, there's something missing here, and I realized it's scooters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do have a scooter.
Yeah,
from
you got the Ellen one.
Yeah.
Chad, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is the Stokers. You guys are the coal that keeps this train a chugging along. Yeah, I just love this. I mean, every time we go to a show, I mean, they're always just the greatest people, and they're always just so fun and nice and just like positive, and we won't be doing this without you. So, you know, we won't be able to keep building Stoke Nation without you. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support and everything you guys are doing for us, and for participating, for writing in, for just being with us on the ride. You guys are the best. So, just give it a shout out.
Amen to that.
Aaron, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is Chad and JT.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Dude, thank you.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say thanks for welcoming me into this world, for recognizing my Stoke, because some people don't.
Hell yeah.
Seeing
No, the Stoke is deeper
through,
than you.
Yeah, seeing
Yeah.
through the cynical veneer. Yeah, and just introducing me to Strider and Joe and Kevin, all the
Yeah,
cast
sorry
of-
about Kevin.
and the cool guests we've had on. So yeah,
It's been fun, man.
Yeah.
You've been a huge addition, man. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you played it perfectly too, because you came in clearly not liking us,
I just had no idea.
it made us fight very hard for your love.
Yeah.
You were like, and then it's been a tremendous love.
Yeah, it's been so fun.
You've been the best, man. And also, dude, so many times we've been squirrely with what we're saying, and you've come in and just like settled it back into reality. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the Stoke of truth comes through you. Yeah.
It's very true.
Strider, who's your legend of the week?
Besides all you guys, because now I'm getting fired up. I love all you guys. You're all fucking beasts. But dudes who can do strikeouts.
Dude,
I mean, dude, I was thinking about it the other day.
they're all dead, dude.
Dude, that's what I mean, dude.
All the guys.
I'm
I
kidding.
swear to God,
I'm not joking.
the two guys I know who could do them are dead now.
Yeah. The one. Who else could do one?
I don't want to say.
Okay,
but yeah.
but yeah, bro, rest in peace. I've only seen one in person, and if you're listening, you don't know what a strikeout is, and kids, I'll tell you what this is.
They're gonna do them now.
You know what?
Let them do this.
Do them, because I'll tell you, it won't kill you, because you'll just throw up. You'll just throw up, and I might even be wrong on it, but and correct me if I'm wrong. It's you take a fucking fat rip from a bull or a jay.
Usually bong.
Fat rip.
Yeah, bong is even better. Yeah, clear a fucking bong. Clear that shit. Hold it in. Chug a fucking beer. Rip a shot. Then exhale.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Unbelievable, dude.
Wow.
Dudes that do that and then are like, all right, what's up? It's incredible, dude.
Better to burn out than fade away.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
it's the life of the velocity type.
I've only seen one done in person. I've seen many attempted. I've only seen one executed.
I could never do that.
I can.
I could never do
There's
that.
no chance I could do one.
No. My legend of the week is man, I didn't know you guys were gonna be so sweet, but I gotta stick to my guns. Is arepas. It's a
Yes.
it's a Latin American, but I my mom's Colombian. It's like a little tortilla, but it's thicker, and you put butter and queso fresco on it. You melt the queso fresco a little bit, or you can do anything. If you go to restaurants, they'll put like steak in them and stuff. They often do it sandwich style, but we just do it more like tapas. And yeah, it's just they're the best. I love them. It's so nourishing for me. Every time I eat one, I just feel like I'm settled back into my body, and I don't know. I really love them.
They are dank.
Mm-hmm. And then people who do, how do you say it? This is how every gringo says it.
Arepa.
Everyone says, my dad still says it that way after 20 years. He goes, what are we eating? Are we eating arepas? I'm like, Dad, you have known Mom for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, can you not just say arepas?
Yeah.
And he can't do it. Yeah. Arepas. I'm like, it just sounds so harsh. Yeah.
Can I get an arepa, please?
Yeah.
With butter?
Con mantequilla y un poquito queso fresco. Gracias mucho. Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from Devil's Own. Brad Pitt is talking to Harrison Ford's daughter at a party. She goes, Rory, are you married? He goes, no. You marry me? Oh, she's like 6.
Right.
You marry me? And he goes, I'll have to ask your dad first. And I just,
That's hilarious.
when I watched that, I was sort of like, yeah, how would you navigate that? Because you don't want to say, like, no, I wouldn't marry you. But obviously you wouldn't marry a kid. But he gives, like, the perfect answer, I think.
Mhm.
And he shows that he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good heart.
Yeah.
And so I was really sort of like, wow, what a great little scene there.
That's the weirdest, sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
What's the plot of that
It's
movie?
perfectly
He's in the
handled.
IRA.
Yeah, right. He's Irish.
He's Irish.
Yeah, he's in the IRA, and he's like he's a big terrorist, so he's sort of like the most wanted man in Ireland. And he goes sort of like, he makes his way to New York City, and he starts living with Harrison Ford, who's a NYPD cop and sort of a seasoned vet, really by the book guy.
Good guy.
Yeah, good guy.
Like when they
Yeah.
catch the one kid. and
Yeah.
he's like, what was he stealing? Like condoms or
He's
something?
still,
like that?
I don't even think he wasn't even stealing them. He was like afraid to like buy.
He was too embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt's holding a bunch of money for this guy, and he's like, he needs it or whatever, and the guy starts trying to get the money, and then they break into Harrison Ford's house, and then Harrison Ford finds out who he really is, and then he has a big inner conflict because he's like, well, he's a really good guy, but I'm also a cop, so it's, and then I won't give away the ending.
It's good. It's a good story.
Yeah.
Not a great movie, right?
It's a little too long. It's
a little boring, right?
Yeah, it's a little too drawn out and boring. But Brad Pitt's so cool that I didn't mind.
It's Brad Pitt and Harrison Ford, and then Treat Williams is the bad guy. That guy's a good actor too.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the ladies. Who plays Harrison Ford's wife? Is Claire? No, Claire Filani's not.
I don't know her name, but
That's Meet Joe Black.
Yeah,
the Irish girl who's sort of like in love with Brad Pitt a little bit.
I remember her.
She's the Californication, like David Duchovny's sort of like ex.
Yeah,
That girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's also in Ronin.
She's got a good look. She's very elegant.
Yeah. I think is she Irish? She must be Irish.
I think so.
Yeah,
She
She's
plays
got a
an
deep
Irish-
accent in all those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my quote.
Nice. Aaron, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week is from Ted Lasso, from the pilot. It says, hey, taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse. If you're comfortable while you're doing it, you're probably doing it wrong.
Nice.
Nice.
Strider, what's your quote of the week?
You sack of wine.
Nice. Brad Pitt, dude. Troy. Exactly. Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
My phrase of the week for getting after it is, I'm going to turn my dong into a whammy bar.
Nice. Aaron, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Let's go drink wine from Saks.
Nice.
Strider. Sorry, dude.
We are lions. We are myrmidons.
You know what? I'll go Troy too. All my life I've lived by a code. Honor the gods, love your wife, defend your country. Troy is mother to us all. Fight for her.
Yeah.
Let's go,
That's a good
dude.
banner.
Yep.
Dude, I've been watching.
No one does a banner. That's a good banner.
thank
Yeah, that's
you.
good. I've been rewatching the Achilles versus Hector on YouTube.
Oh, dude.
So good.
It's such a good fight.
Yeah.
Dude, you can watch. There's a trained martial artist who breaks it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he'll break it down. He's like, "This is good stunt choreography, but obviously you wouldn't twirl your spear there."
Yeah.
But he like thinks it's a good technical fight overall.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's rad.
Yeah.
You know, in reality, Hector ran from Achilles in the Iliad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran around the city like 4 times. Achilles tracked him
Trying to
down.
tire him out. Little rope a dope or just straight cowardice,
Maybe a little
bro?
rope-a-dope. Maybe if you're from Troy, you'd say it was rope-a-dope. If you're from the Greek Isles,
Depends
you'd say
where
you
you're
were a
at. That's like
coward.
when I fought a sophomore when I was a freshman in high school, and all the sophomores said he went and all the freshmen. Puzio.
Dude,
Yeah.
There's 3 sides to every story. His side, the other guy's side, and the truth.
Wait, Hector was more of a villain in the Iliad, right? I know Achilles was
Yeah.
he was like a, super cocky
Yes.
warrior,
He had hubris.
but Hector was because in Troy he's sort of like a sympathetic.
He's the most sympathetic.
He's the older
probably
brother.
the only true hero in the movie.
Yeah.
He only acts nobly, and any
Yeah.
call to violence he has is just to protect people.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of the best character that way.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean, Homer's telling it. He's Greek,
Right.
so he probably would paint him in a
That movie and Alexander Hamilton kind of, I always bring up Hamilton, but they kind of have the same themes. It's all about how people remember you and like being a legend.
Yeah, that's the best part when Achilles just yells at the kid in the beginning, so your name will never be remembered.
Yeah.
Fucking two like smoke show Greek girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was just having sex.
I was having a good dream.
Yeah.
A very good dream.
His move that he does with the fucking jump turn.
That's his, like the Superman punch style sword dice. Yeah.
How lame was the movie Superman with Zod and Superman?
Oh, the most recent one? Or the first one in the new batch? Yeah, it was bad.
It was so bad.
Zack Snyder, I mean, he makes long movies.
Yeah.
But dude, you know what the best thing Zack Snyder ever did is the behind the scenes workout for 300, which was actually kind of CrossFit before CrossFit. They're doing CrossFit workouts, but they didn't have a name for it. But yeah, I still watch that. Pumps me up. The bodies in that movie.
Dude, Gerard Butler.
Deep cut abs, dude. Deep.
Gerard Butler's body is amazing.
Oh,
some of those other dudes are just airbrushed abs.
You think so?
Even Fassbender. 'Cause Fassbender's too skinny.
Bro. Fassbender's lean.
Rewatch.
Aaron, dude, on this
Rewatch.
pod, you don't knock Fassbender.
Rewatch.
Wow, dude, I
Rewatch it.
rewatch it.
It's airbrush.
That was us talking about 300, and this was episode 200, guys.
Let's
Thanks for being
go.
on the journey. Yeah, we're gonna do the official 200 will be when we have Joe on too. But he really wanted to do the pod today, but I think he has COVID. I feel bad, but yeah, dude. He was like, "I can do it." I was like, "No, I know you can. I know you can." Yeah, you probably have COVID. Yeah.
Should have made him do it like a horse mask.
Yeah. Yeah, we make him wear like a painter's mask when he's in here.
A hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the suit's hot.
Chad, anything else?
I think that's it.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Good ride. Good ride.
Yeah, good stuff. Stokers, drink Fruit Smash. Check out Helix Beer Bongs at shopcgd.com. Keep writing reviews. The reviews help us a ton, so keep writing reviews. Unless you got a bad review, then you don't have to. Someone left a bad review. I was like, not necessary, dude. Like, I don't know where your head's at. Like, oh, dude. But, you know, all the power to you. I was like, read it. I was like, dude.
It was like just that episode that he reviewed.
Yeah.
Huge fan, love them all, but episode 198 fucking sucks.
Exactly. I was like, dude, that exactly.
I didn't see
on,
this.
dude.
I'm going to look it up.
It's actually really funny. But, yeah, thanks for listening. Stay stoked.
Stay stoked, Stokers.
If you need advice, these guys are real